As far as Rise of the Ronin go, I would go off the last game that they put out, which was Wolong.
Yeah, I mean they're
that was repetitive.
You
also,
can go all the way back. I mean, it's Team Ninja.
Yeah, but Wolong was criticized for being really repetitive.
Sure.
And basic, and
This
the combat
like,
became repetitive.
It's open world. They're just cloning stuff from open world games. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason because it's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That stuff's fun.
All right. Let's hit it.
Welcome to Gamer Athletes, coming to you from the End of the World Tattoo and Cigar Bar Studio in Northwest Indiana, the Mount Everest of gaming excellence, delivering all the gaming news and info that you as athletes deserve.
This is Gamer Athletes. We are your hosts, Chris Carr and
Dan Martinez.
After a long hiatus, we're back.
Long hiatus.
Long hiatus, yeah, like 3 months.
Sure. I'm always impressed at how Clinton got that, the Mount Everest. It took a few takes, but
yeah,
he got it out there.
He did a good job. Now I think it's too long. Anyway, follow us on Instagram at gamer.athletes, Twitter Gamer Athletes PC, or actually X now, YouTube Gamer Athletes Podcast. And remember to leave your 5-star reviews. Helps us grow the channel and helps us with the algorithm.
I hate that name, X. It's just Twitter.
Well,
fine.
yeah.
It was fine.
No, it wasn't. Twitter was not fine. Now it's a bastion of free speech.
The name.
Oh, you know what's cool about Twitter now? How they have, how they have the community notes now.
Okay.
All the left-wing people like super hate it because for years they used to live in that echo chamber where what they said was not questioned. Now with the community notes, the left-wing people are getting questioned.
I see it. They're like, this happened
It's
actually.
Yeah, with the one of the people that was tied in with the sweet baby has a thing that said, white people, you can't be racist against white people.
Bullshit.
And in the community notes, they just had it. Oh, this is not true. You can be racist against white people. It's funny.
It's breaking my whole argument.
I know.
I mean,
it's great.
How does racism is a blanket term?
Yeah.
If you look it up, it doesn't say
no white.
Treating white people.
Yeah, but
great
supposedly now it has to do with the systems of power or whatever. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, we can
did you see this?
What?
Speaking of no, not Twitter, but Twitch.
No, I didn't see the butts and boobs.
Yeah, they're putting green screen pictures up.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's Morgue Pie.
Yeah. The butts and boobs, huh?
Morgue Pie is just a porn star. Let's be honest.
Like, well, that's what most of them. There's actually somebody came out with a study about women and sexualized content. It's like 95% of women that are on Twitch are doing it to promote their OnlyFans and doing it for sexual exploitation stuff. And it's
genius.
Like, hey,
it works.
Yeah. Then said the next news story coming up is water is wet. Yeah.
No shit.
Shocker that women are on there to promote their OnlyFans. Yeah.
Now, I still cannot. The thought of paying someone, a digital content creator, for pictures of themselves.
You don't like
blows my mind. Like the idea that I'm like, you know what?
There's a lot of fucking simps out there.
I'm gonna shell out some money for this chick. I don't even know her.
A lot of simps. It goes with a parasocial relationship where they think that if they give a woman a subscription or they donate money to them, that they own a piece of them now and that they owe them something more than just your average person that looks them up on Reddit.
There's a name. So, obviously the big people, Amaranth, like these giant OnlyFans creators, they don't answer their own messages.
No.
Did you know about this?
Yes, I do.
So I forgot they have a term. There's a name for them. There's like a job name for these people, and most of them,
it's like digital responders. Dudes. Oh yeah. I seen the thing about that.
So
they see the dudes do it the best
because they know what
because
to say.
they know what a guy wants. Yeah, they know what a guy wants to hear.
Yeah, like that shit. So I was listening to an interview with a girl that was one of them. She's like, oh yeah. She's like, and then, so what they were doing, people were called. They get suspicious in the texts.
Yeah,
and they're like, hey, this isn't you.
No.
And so when that happens, the responder, whatever their term is,
we'll send them a picture.
Has audio file responses already ready.
Yeah,
to be like, no, this is me.
Yeah.
And
And they got pictures and stuff ready to like send them out.
I think about how that plays. This dude's at the other end. I'm getting a. This isn't you. Oh, the audio message. It is her.
Yeah.
Like, and he calms down and puts up another.
Yeah, and he's over there.
$200 bucks.
He's over there beating off to another dude typing to him.
Yeah. It's so like you gotta know that she's got millions of followers. If she's not
Yeah, she's not
answering you,
chatting
bro,
with you. Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
or it's AI next.
But you know what? Some lonely Redditor guy in his fucking basement,
Dude,
in his mom's basement,
no.
doesn't know that. Let them live in their delusion.
It's, I don't know if I can.
Let them live. You know, it's basically a drug addict that doesn't want to admit they have a problem. That's what it is.
Maybe okay. I don't know. Like I get
When you're shooting
I
up-
get like you're in the mood.
Yeah.
Let me look up some pics real quick. Boom, 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 knock it out. But you're paying
Yeah.
for I don't know, dude.
It's the porn equivalent of shitting on the floor and shooting heroin between your toes at KFC.
You lost me.
No, it's the same thing. This girl really is talking to me. You know?
You hear it. Like hearing you say it, it's like no,
No.
they're not.
Yeah, and now you can play Doom on a lawnmower. Do you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a Husqvarna lawnmower that costs $2,000. It's got a little screen on it. You play Doom on it while you're mowing the lawn.
They're putting that Dooms everywhere.
Doom is?
Yeah, if you look up how many where Doom has been installed, you'll find a crazy amount of lists.
Really? Now it's on a lawnmower.
Oh, a nice lawnmower too. Like a smart
Yeah,
lawnmower.
it's a Husqvarna lawnmower. I should get one of those. Did you get the video that I think I sent it to you with the little vacuum cleaner that screams every time it runs into something?
Yeah.
That show's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like screaming.
I saw something else like that.
That was a good
doing
video.
That too. That was screaming. I can't remember what it was.
Screaming
Yeah.
when it runs into something.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
was a little too much. I'd have killed that thing.
With the little, what are those things called? The little vacuum cleaners? Robies? Rovies?
I mean, there's brands. They're just
yeah,
smart
little
vacuums.
autonomous vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
What are those things called, man? I don't know.
Oh God.
I don't know.
Roomba.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
it.
big brand. It's the big brand.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Roomba
yeah.
running in everything.
Yeah.
That show's
I'd
funny.
want it to moan or something.
That would be funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When it runs into something. It's like, step Roomba, are you caught underneath the table again?
I'll help you.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
I seen that. Yeah, the Doom lawnmower. That's funny.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Are you gonna spend? Would you spend $2,000 for a Doom lawnmower?
No.
No, I'm not spending 2,000.
No way.
It'd be
We go
cool
on
to have.
vacation. I'd go somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have. Be funny.
This is an old thing that I was looking, just shitting around with. Just came up. Nintendo is the richest company in Japan. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Well, they own Pokemon.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They own
That's Game
the video
Freak.
game IP.
Game Freak. They have rights to make video games for Game
for
Freak.
Pokemon.
Game Freak and the Pokemon Company. Those are the two people. I mean, this is February.
So what's the second richest company?
I don't know, man.
Isn't Sony a Japanese company? Or is that
Yes.
Korean?
No, Samsung is Korean.
Samsung is Korean.
Yeah. $11 billion in cash.
Wow, they're killing it.
They have.
Nintendo's over there
Crazy.
killing it.
Yeah.
They just shut down an emulator too. Those sons of bitches.
There it is. They got to stay rich.
Yeah,
You can't stay rich without killing a few folks.
they shut down like one of the biggest emulating companies that are out there.
I mean, if you go back 10 years, you had that Nintendo is doomed. Like they're gonna fade out. They're gonna just publish games on every other platform.
They're on the ropes a couple times.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They
And
made
they
some
came
bad.
back.
They made some bad choices,
Yeah,
and they came back. Now, if they make another bad choice with the Switch 2,
I
be
don't
back on
think
the
so.
ropes.
I
They
think they're
won't.
going to be all right. I
Yeah.
don't know with the Switch 2. It needs to be way more powerful than what it is.
I won't say way.
Oh,
to beat
yeah.
the Switch. It doesn't have to.
But it's
match.
got to, like I said,
We
it
talked
has.
about this. It doesn't have to match the Legion. They don't.
It doesn't have to match it, but it's now has that competition in its space. And if you can crack a Switch, if you own the Switch, and you can play those games
yeah.
on that now, And with, I mean,
They don't
emulators and stuff like that, you don't even have to buy
Understand
the Switch.
the,
It's illegal,
the
but
standpoint of it, but they will not do it.
I bet you they're going to make it.
I bet you they don't. I bet you they will always be underneath the fucking.
Yeah, they
they're
will
never
be. The Legion is also doesn't
They don't want to
compete.
make it $500.
A Legion also is not as powerful as an Xbox.
Right. They're going to stay below that those people because they're like, the games we make don't need that power. So they will rather sacrifice that money and put it somewhere else, right? Like, they've never worried about power. The entire Genesis was stronger than Super Nintendo. Like, it was better than,
Right.
you know, but they've never tried to come out on top when it comes to power. They worry about other stuff. Sometimes they're wrong, but I'm not disagreeing that saying I think it needs to be fucking a little bit of more of an edge to it, but they won't. I'm saying they flat out
needs
won't.
to be a significant upgrade over the Switch.
They will not make it powerful. They're going to probably lean towards battery.
I think with the technology that they have now, they could and keep it because they're going to charge.
But
What they say, $400. Yeah,
$450?
Are you to pay $450 for something that's slightly better, no OLED than the fucking Switch?
Yeah.
I don't know. They got to put something in there that'll make it run faster,
Because
and they can't have a capped 30 frames per second rate either.
When it comes to Nintendo products specifically, I don't worry about performance.
But in
and
that
power.
space,
That's me. But I think most of their customers are that way. They're just like, I don't care. I just need to run the next fucking Zelda and Mario. That's it. And Animal Crossing.
But if you're Nintendo, you want to draw in those people that are a little bit more like me because we are a big segment of the population.
Think they've been around for hundreds of years and they've never done it. They don't really try and throw that net out there. You know what I mean? Like they're not looking for that. They have their audience and they're fine without the people that want more. They're snobby in that regard. They're just like, it's fine. You don't want our shit. You don't want our shit.
I'm just gonna make the prediction that it's gonna be significantly more powerful than the.
Then.
Yeah, I think
it's gonna be more powerful than the Switch.
I think it'll probably be on par with where the Steam Deck is.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is not a huge stretch of the imagination.
I agree. I think they should.
You can buy the shitty version of the Steam Deck for like $500.
I think they absolutely should meet them toe to toe.
Yeah, and with the AMD processors that you have now that they could shove in there, or maybe they have their own proprietary stuff that is on par with that, you're not making a form factor that's going to be massive either. You're still going to be a handheld.
And the reason I have that thought is because it goes back to Nintendo hates fans. I know what I want from it, and I would be happy, right? So I know it's going to go right below that.
No one hates Nintendo fans more than Nintendo themselves.
100%.
But I don't know. I just think that's
still missing a bunch of games.
That's kind of my prediction because I think they need something, and it's got to be good for for 10 years. That's basically your life cycle, and they can't come out with like a fucking turd that's still way less powerful than a Steam Deck.
I think they should go toe to toe, but I'm scared that they won't.
I think they will. I think it'll be as powerful as. I think I don't know. I'm just thinking that they should make a splash with this system. And they should show that Nintendo doesn't have, and they don't have to compete, but I think they need to show that they are ready to fucking.
No, OLED doesn't show me that they're ready. So you're not coming out with an OLED screen.
Yeah, but they want to save that for a mid-gen refresh so then everybody buys their shit again.
It's business. They're rich for a reason, right?
Besides, for a handheld, the OLED looks really good, but it's not necessary either.
Yeah.
For a handheld. It looks better, for sure. My OLED Switch looks way better than my, what is it, an LED Switch? Or LCD?
I think it is a LED.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks way better, but...
And there's different versions of that LED, too, you have to worry about. And just like their DS, 3DS had different screens, and if you had the bad one, like, they always do shit like that, because they're just trying to get the best deal from the parts.
Yeah.
This thing looks cool. This system looks dope. I'd like to win that. Look at it. Look inside there.
What the hell is that,
It's
Xbox?
an Xbox in there. Yeah.
How do you enter to win this fucking thing?
You had to retweet some shit. I retweeted it.
Did you?
I won't win it.
I'm not going to do that. That's
I'd
just
like that.
so much work to
retweet?
enter for a small chance to win something that you're probably not even going to win.
Yeah, retweet. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Fallout thing. It looks like a safe.
Yeah, I like it.
With the
combo,
side
and then-
opens or whatever.
I think it actually
What, has
does
it got a
not.
fridge in
it
there
does
or
not
what?
work. No, it's an Xbox. It's a Series X.
I know that. But like, does it have a fridge in it?
No.
What is that side door open for?
What
How
side
big
door?
is that fucking thing?
That's the door.
I know. Is that that thing's massive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably like that big. Dude.
Does it cool the?
No, it's just fucking a safe. It's a safe.
So your Xbox is gonna overheat too?
Doesn't work. It's not a working Xbox. I think
Oh,
it's just a prop that they're giving away for the Fallout series, the show.
that show's gonna be dog shit.
Think so?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so bad.
Yeah, I hopes for it.
It's gonna be bad. Listen,
I watched the clip.
I'm gonna go in thinking that every new show, anything that they come out with, is gonna be shit. And if it's not, I'm gonna be like, even if it's mediocre, I'm gonna be like, I'm pleasantly surprised now.
The director's pretty good.
Because for the last few years, I've gone into shit hyped up, and it's just been a letdown. So I'm gonna go in. With
Westworld was good, and that's who's doing it.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of shows, have you watched Shogun?
No,
Fantastic.
I'm finishing Tokyo Vice.
Fantastic
Did you watch
show.
Tokyo Vice?
No.
We're
show,
heavy into Japanese culture.
Shogun.
Both of those, yes. It's on my next list.
Amazing.
I watch.
Amazing.
I watch House of the Ninjas.
You
on
need
Netflix.
to drop what you're doing right now
No, I gotta
and
finish
watch that show.
Tokyo Vice. I have to finish that. Shogun is next.
Shogun it's like one of the highest rated shows ever, and it definitely lives up to that hype.
Yeah.
That show's phenomenal.
Tom Cruise doesn't show
There's-
up as the last samurai.
No, there's like people were so mad about that because they didn't put there's a history of one black samurai being out there.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a black samurai once upon a time in legend, and there's some evidence that it was true, and people are mad that he's not in that show.
Damn.
Yeah. And the timeline for that black samurai and the timeline for the show don't line up, but the DEI people are upset that he's not in there.
I love it because Tokyo Vice has Ken Watanabe, which is a really good Japanese actor. He's in Inception and everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Shogun has the other guy that he was in Westworld and he was in. Both of them are great.
Shogun
Great.
is so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I saw the commercial and I was like, oh, gotta watch that.
Let me tell you how good this show is. I watched the first two episodes by myself because I didn't, disappointment, keep the bar low. It was so good that I rewatched it with my wife.
Yeah,
The
I do
first
that.
two episodes.
I've done that.
Then I rewatched it with some guys at work. All of them again.
I've done that with Breaking Bad, and you were part of that.
I've watched, no, I'm talking like back to back to
I know.
back.
Yeah.
I've watched the first three episodes like 3 times.
Yeah.
now. And every other one I've watched twice.
I've seen.
And it's entertaining the entire time. It's so good.
There's another show too. I've seen so much. The beginning.
Game
like
of Thrones?
3 episodes. No. The 3 episodes
mean
of like
no?
the first.
Game of Thrones is solid
I
up
didn't
until
fall
the
into that
last
category.
2
Yeah, well,
episodes.
The
And
first season was good, and then I just didn't care.
We were talking about that, or I was talking with another guy about that, how Game of Thrones is like really, but the last 2 seasons that all the characters just became so one-dimensional.
Yeah, they were boring.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That new show on Netflix is from the creators of that show,
Which one?
3 Body Problem. It's a sci-fi show.
Is it?
Yeah, everybody's like watching to see how this goes, and they're like, "Well, if it fails."
Yeah.
It's trending number 1 on Netflix.
Huh.
But I'm watching The Gentleman by Guy Ritchie, the series.
The
Also,
Gentleman.
Yeah, he had a
I
movie.
don't know anything about that.
Guy Ritchie did.
Guy
Snatch.
Ritchie's a good, he's a
So
good director.
He did a movie.
I like his quick cuts on
Yes,
things. Yeah.
he did a movie with Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey, The Gentleman.
Uh-huh.
There's a duke has 15,000 acres
Yeah.
of land.
Matthew
Bad-
McConaughey's a shitty actor.
Bad with money, right? Bad. He's not great with his money. So,
Yeah.
but there's a weed business that needs his land to have an underground pot business, and Matthew McConaughey owns that in this movie, and he wants out of the game. So the whole movie is him trying to sell it, but other people are trying to take
Does
it.
Matthew
from him.
McConaughey do a good job? And we watched it.
This movie is good.
Yeah, I watched Interstellar the other night. I'm like, oh, he's so bad in this.
Not great, but
No.
he was great in True Detective.
He was good in True Detective.
And Gentleman, he's good.
Really?
Because I think it's a lot of people around him too. Like it's not just focusing on him.
Yeah.
It spends a good amount of time on everybody. But then the series is kind of a spin of that.
Yeah.
The Duke dies, his son inherits it, and then they have to say, "Hey, man, we have this business," it's just comedy.
I think he's good. He's all right in it, maybe in more of a comedy sense, and he was good in like you said, True Detectives.
Yeah,
fantastic show. The first season. After that, it was kind of like, what is this shit?
And Guy Ritchie, I watched.
Guy Ritchie's got good movies, man. Great director.
Yep.
Yeah. Tomb Raider?
Did you see that?
No.
Did you see that?
The Tomb Raider shit?
Back to the woke thing. Like, that's her new look. Looks a little bit more like
how she's supposed to look a little bit? Yeah, because she used to have some fat cans and
she
a
had
great
cannons.
ass.
I mean, I don't know. And the art had cannons. The game didn't because it was polygonal, so she was just triangle boobs.
Polygamy?
Nope.
No, polygonal? I know what you're saying. She had cone titties back in the day.
Yeah. And, the art.
Triangles.
The art was
to
massive play
triangles.
to teenage kids, teenage boys.
Yes.
What? I don't even know. There were still lesbians back then.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, even like most of the girls, like in the YouTube space, you're what's her name? Charlana's what's her?
Alana Pierce.
Yeah, Alana Pierce. She likes good-looking chicks in her games too.
Yeah. She's admitted. She's like, what? When you take certain things to an extreme, it doesn't look natural anymore, right? Whether it's big ass, big boobs, or no ass, no boobs, either one looks fake. So she wants it in that middle space where just make it look natural, right?
Yeah, that's why Stellar Blade's getting a lot of shit now.
Yeah. Dragon's Dogma 2 character creator. Did you fuck with it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I wanted to kind of get into the game, so I kind of buzzed through the character creator. Yeah. But like, there are some people making some. They made Daenerys Targaryen in that.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
I copied that one.
Did you?
And then my pawn, I just made it. But I've seen some of the stuff is amazing. But I was like,
that character creator is very deep in Dragon Dogma.
Walter White and all this shit. Like, they made a Kratos.
Yeah, I seen that. It was a very accurate looking Kratos too.
It's amazing.
They made the one girl from Baldur's Gate.
They made a Astarion.
Yep.
They made Lae'zel, and I wish they could make the red chick. She's the main reason I want to go back to Baldur's Gate. That character was so good. She cusses all the time. She's a fucking filthy mouth.
I need to play Baldur's Gate and just make them all nude and run around in there.
Yeah, you can do that.
You take all their clothes off.
I got
absolutely.
I got some Armor and Dragon's Dogma where my ass is out.
Really?
And it upped my defense too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing over there
with Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma. I love it.
I haven't played it enough, but it seems good so far.
I like it.
A lot of people don't like that you can't lock onto the enemies. You gotta have aim. You gotta aim.
I don't hate it.
No, mind. You know what I do?
Help.
You know what I do? I do it with that and Cyberpunk also. I turn on the crosshairs on my monitor.
Okay.
I do it in Cyberpunk because the crosshairs for that, I haven't really fucked with it in game, but it's like it's a small dot.
Right.
So it's hard to see in some of those bright areas or when you're going from bright to dark, and you sometimes lose it. It doesn't work for like when you ADS in Cyberpunk, but it works really good for just free shooting or whatever.
Down sights.
Yeah.
For the novice.
Everybody knows what we're talking about.
Cisco doesn't know what ADS
you don't come
is.
to gamer athletes.
He don't know what ADS is.
Yeah, he does. Get out of here.
Yeah, he probably played some Call of Duty.
Yeah. But that goes into like a lot of the stuff with making characters ugly and stuff like that. Female characters ugly.
Yeah, I'm so tired of hearing about it. I think they should do this character creator thing with more games. Drop the character creator early. That thing came out.
Oh, so you can
you
could demo the character creator. Yeah,
demo it, create your character, and then bring it over.
That would be cool.
Because ain't nothing worth you spend.
Didn't they charge for it though? Like you had to pay. Okay.
Nope, it was free.
I thought it was like part of their pre-order shit.
And you had slots, so you could make 5 characters.
Yeah,
and then pick the one you wanted to bring
That's
over.
Cool.
It worked. Actually, I don't know if I didn't bring my character over. Right, I just put in some numbers and got the new one.
I do want to sink more time into Dragon's Dogma too.
I love it.
I've only got I got like 3 or 4 hours into it.
The performance doesn't bother me.
Something like that.
I didn't even know there was microtransactions until all this shit.
Right.
But
We can get into the microtransactions.
you know what I don't.
too.
You know what I don't like when they
What?
need to update is these motherfucking pawns will not shut up.
Yeah, you talk a lot.
They talk way too much. Give me
Yeah.
a slider, right? Like let me down
It goes
it
from
a
shut the
little
fuck
bit.
up to
oh
like
my god,
Chatty
I like,
Cathy.
Yeah, dude. I think somebody, it was Alana Pierce or somebody else said the same thing. They're like, bro, you pointed that ladder out already. You don't need to keep pointing that ladder out. There's a ladder here. There's a ladder here. Oh, that looks like there's some things we can pick around here. There's some.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That shit does annoy me in games.
Like some of the stuff they do
haven't.
is super cool.
And I haven't played it a whole lot, so I haven't really. I mean, now that you mention it, it does. They do talk a lot, but I usually kind of ignore it. Now that you mention it, it's gonna.
Would you create
a rogue,
a thief?
the thief? Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I went thief.
Did you?
Yeah.
Thinking about going
They
with.
said mage is like the strongest thing in the game.
Mage is the strongest in every game. Like most people bitch about Elden Ring or whatever, not having a easy mode in it. All you got to do is become a mage.
I
Easy
never
mode.
go warrior, because they're so boring to play. For
No
me,
way.
Me. Like,
The big
I don't like-
smashy-
no.
Oh man, I love the big smashing tools.
Sword and board. It was either between thief or archer because
Archer looks fun in
said,
that game, 'cause
the
you do
magic
mage
archer looks
archer,
awesome. They said
Looks sick as fuck,
because
bruh.
the mage you stand there for 10 seconds to do a cast, and I wanted more of an active role,
Right.
so I made my pawn a mage.
Can you play the pawn? You can play the pawns, right? Oh,
No, they are support. Only.
That is
you
such a,
can create
like-
their you can create their
Right.
personalities and how
yeah,
you
and you
want
give
to
them
play.
their what are they their traits or whatever, which makes them more aggressive,
kind
more
hearted,
passive. Yeah, What are those called?
I don't know. Not
Vocations.
No, vocation's your job.
Huh.
Um,
But there is a way to
just
change
traits.
those in the game.
Yeah, you give an item that you can get,
Yep.
and it'll change it. You
Which
can
goes
find
into
them.
the microtransactions for this game,
Um,
which Dragon's Dogma is kind of getting shit on because of the microtransactions that are in the game, which they are much ado about nothing. Everything that you can buy in there, you can acquire in the game.
there's one item that
You're talking about the fairy stone thing that allows you to add one more warp zone.
No, there's something in there that it really isn't in the game, or something like that. I can't remember. There's one item that was kind of like, oh, that's. But I get it. I understand it. Dude, they don't bother me. I know why people are mad. It's because you make the game and just make the game. Why do you? They gotta make money.
People are mad because it's a slippery slope.
Sure.
People are mad because they see but they see what is coming. They see that right now you had it in multiplayer online games where you could buy skins or whatever. The Fortnite fucking
It's been 15 years of microtransactions. People got to be used to it by now.
but we don't want to be used to it. We don't want to spend $70 on a game that's supposed to be it's feature complete single player experience that has microtransactions.
Not everyone's Elden Ring.
No, but Elden Ring's not the only one. Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, sure.
Baldur's Gate was a
Those
feature complete
games
game,
are out
zero
there.
microtransactions.
A game that takes 100 hours, I can't play. I'm not going to buy anything from Dragon's Dogma, but like, I can't do 100 hours.
You can beat it in 40.
But you can get these items to drastically cut that time down
Yeah.
because fast travel in
Okay.
the game is not easy.
Here's the other argument against that also. So games like Assassin's Creed or whatever sell you items for convenience, pay for convenience. You don't have the time to do this or farm this.
Yep.
So here, pay
It's
a little bit of
scummy as
money.
hell.
It is scummy.
Yeah.
But what it does is it makes them engineer into the game things that need that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scummy. I don't
It
like
is
it.
scummy.
but-
So people don't want that to push into their games. So you start getting these. So this is the same thing with the DEI woke shit in games. And a hard line wasn't drawn in the sand necessarily by gamers or people that watched movies 10 years ago. And look at where we're at now. and you
no,
look at the
no.
microtransactions, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not the developers, man. They're answering to a group of investors that
They
are
are.
always
Yes,
going to be
they are.
there.
They are.
That are there to make money, not a good game for you. They will never understand that if you please us, you'll make more money. They don't get it.
And
They don't
listen,
get it.
listen, you're not.
And the developers are probably like, dude, we don't want to do this.
I'm giving you the
Shut up and
devil's.
make it.
I'm giving you kind of more the devil's advocate position on it because I'm still gonna play the game.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm not gonna buy any of the microtransactions.
Not a single thing.
And even going forward, I'm not gonna buy any.
I didn't even pre-order it to
microtransactions
get the
for
extra
stuff.
bonuses.
No,
Like,
I
who
didn't
cares?
pre-order this game.
I wanted it. I knew, man, that game started hyping up real quick. Like I wanted to play it when I first saw it.
Yeah,
And they announced it. And then as more people got their hands on it, got to put their impressions out there, I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to play this. Like, I liked the how they put out the vocation videos.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the game is very highly rated. With that, would it have some bugs in it?
Yeah, you got performance issues on PC. The
I didn't have any.
Right. Overall. They were
That I
shitting
saw.
all over on Steam because,
Yeah.
But you're talking to graphics mongers.
Well, the thing about it too is that most games that are ported or whatever to PC or this or that are going to have performance issues until they're patched out generally at first because the gaming companies don't have every single model that you can play on. They're usually playing on they usually port it for like some of the best systems you can get. But I heard people even with 4090s were only getting like 30 frames per second. And shit
People
like
were
that.
crying about the PS5 performance. They're putting out a patch soon to give you settings. Fuck performance. Why do I only have one save?
Yeah,
So they're fixing that with their
That's
next
good.
patch.
They should.
Right. They're going to give you the ability to start a new game.
yeah, without having to destroy your old game.
Yes. Because
I
I
didn't-
don't know. You can change your vocation in the game.
I didn't, like I
anytime.
said, I did not have any problems playing on the Legion as far as graphics or anything, or as far as stuttering or any of that shit goes. I only played a little bit on the Legion. I didn't have any problem on the 4080.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, oh, I can't do. I saw some of the people complaining. I'm like, oh my god, you can just play the game. Like you're not. It doesn't have to be the top of fidelity for you to enjoy it. You can just play the game. You're just stuck in this.
Hey,
Rut
people don't like paying
$70
$70 for a game that has a bunch of shit problems with it though either. You're gonna get shit on if you put out a game that's not.
I mean,
that
you,
has a
you
lot of
spend all that money
performance
on
issues.
your computer. You're not always going to get the best.
Oh,
the developers.
You do get the
yeah,
best.
No,
It might not be day one, but eventually you get the best.
and then by then 30 games have
And
come
then-
out, and you're just going to go to the next one and be like,
usually-
this one's not running good either.
Usually, gaming companies are pretty good at like getting their patches out pretty quick with performance issues.
Dude, you spend 1 hour just going through your settings instead of just playing the game.
And on top of that, I know you're.
I'm gonna make a game about making settings for performance.
I know
and then
you
it's gonna
love your-
sell like gangbusters.
I know you love your dime store PCs that you play on.
Yeah, I like to
But-
just play the game. I'm there for that.
PCs are now the lion's share of the gaming market.
Great. I just want to play the game. I don't want to deal with the fucking PC at all.
I'm not saying you should. What I'm saying is that they generally patch PC issues out very quickly. They do that. They do.
You get get exclusive games from Sony. You're gonna get GTA
that's-
a year later.
That's
Enjoy it.
like
Whatever. I'll take my
That's kinda-
systems. Plug and play, baby. Go.
as far as Sony goes with that kind of shit. That's pretty scummy too.
While you're trying to optimize your fucking game, I'm already 3 hours in.
Yeah.
Like have fun.
It doesn't take that long to optimize a game. That just shows it's Dunning-Kruger.
Don't fucking try and make my
Dunning-Kruger.
joke not funny.
No,
It's not Dunning-Kruger.
Yeah. You know nothing
Shut
about
the
PCs,
fuck
so
up.
you think you know
You're
everything
just
about
overusing
PCs.
Dunning-Kruger. now.
Anyway, no, I'm not. I used it once on this podcast.
That's
anyway, yeah, that was my whole thing with PlayStation not porting games to PC sooner or being so. I was making the argument that all games should come out on every system. It is in our best interest as consumers for every game to come out on every system. Then it becomes about the hardware. You're buying your PlayStation, you're buying your Xbox for the hardware. If you're buying it for the exclusives, then Sony and Xbox, don't have the incentive to give us the most powerful machine they possibly can for the cheapest amount of dollars. They're selling their thing based on God of War or based on Starfield.
Yeah.
Or this, that, which I don't think they should do. If
the test, it's the way games have been for timeless.
It's 2024 now.
Who cares?
It's 2024.
Who cares? Why are we
Who
bitching
cares?
about like?
Who
Why are
cares?
we bitching about
You
it so
say-
much though?
You say that like, who cares?
Play
like,
the fucking game and stop
I
worrying about how
understand
the
that.
business is ran.
But you play that.
it's so
you,
annoying.
You say that like, your opinion
What?
on it is the entire gaming sphere, but it's not.
I don't care. I'm
My
just gonna
opi-
keep moving forward.
My opinion is online more with what consumers want.
Sure, but I'm not the fucking spokesman for fucking gamers. They're gonna do what they want to do. As you're not gonna get to that.
Not gamers. You're just
You can
bootlicking
bitch.
Sony.
You can bitch and moan on fucking. I'm not bootlegging. I'm just
Bootlicking Sony.
when it comes out, it comes out. I'm not over here like, please, sir, give me more. No, when it comes out, it comes out, and it's not Sony. It's the developers. The developers are bound.
No, Sony got
by
in trouble for
publishers.
paying developers.
Sure.
For
You can yell at them
releases.
online. You can shit on them online. You're still gonna fucking get the same.
it's
shit
weird that you
every
would
year.
make an argument against your own best interest like that.
Why,
It is
why is it a
amazing to
best
me.
interest?
It's because it's in your best interest for every game to come
I
out.
hardly play shit anymore. It's not.
It's in your best interest for every game to come out on
Yeah.
every platform. That way, the companies that produce the consoles produce the best equipment that you can
I
buy
know.
for the money.
Yes, we get caught up in this fucking all the
No,
morality and
No,
this
it's
is
not
best for
morality.
us.
This has nothing. This has nothing to do with morality.
We're all stuck in that
This has to
instead
do
of the actual games anymore.
No, this has to.
The internet is stuck in the
I don't know why this is such a
everything.
hard concept for
It's
you to
not a
grasp.
concept. I understand it. I just don't give a fuck about
You
it.
should care.
I just don't.
I've never heard someone argue as vehemently against their own
It's not.
self-interest. You are.
No, you're just trying to
You
shoehorn
are.
me into like accepting it. No, I don't want
No,
to.
I'm not shoehorning you into accepting it. I
All
am
the internet
producing-
videos are less. Everything that people are creating now is less about the actual game and more about like they're not giving me what I want. They're not doing things right. I
They
should run
should.
this company. Blah blah blah. But just play the fucking games, dude. Play the games and tell people if they're fun or not. We're so worried about
that sphere.
We're so worried about everything else around gaming instead of the games.
And we're going to talk about a great deal about around gaming.
I'm trying to talk about Dragon's Dogma and what I like about it, and you're worried about the controversies. It doesn't matter.
What
It's like
controversies?
the microtransactions, the
Yeah.
performance reviews.
No,
right?
I'm not
Like-
worried about them. I
like,
said I'm giving you the
I'm not even saying you. I'm
devil's
saying like
advocate
I'm not saying
reasons
less about you. It's
behind
more
it.
like the community, right? Everybody out there is too busy bitching about everything else in the game instead of be like, hey man, can I have to sift through this shit to is the game fun?
Yeah, but you have to be we are the community. We have to be the watchers on the wall that hold these people accountable for their poor business
I mean, I
practices.
didn't sign up to be a watcher on the wall.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Every time you buy and consume one of their products and they don't give you, and they give you a piece of shit like fucking, what was that game? Oh my God.
If you buy a
Suicide
car and
Squad.
it's a lemon, there's not a community out there crying, the cars are fucking bad.
Oh
Like,
no, there's people that complain about that. We have
Good
government
Lord.
agencies set up to prevent that shit from happening.
That
What
are
are you talking
bribed.
about? That is a terrible argument. Thank you for trying. No, I'm just
Hold
saying it's in our best interest.
Anyway, part of the game is Dragon's Plague. Have you heard about this?
No.
Oh shit. Some people are like, I cannot believe this is in the game. So your pawn, if you're
You
not-
can get plagued?
If your pawn's not, you're not paying attention to your pawn. You see the red eyes, they'll start bitching. I don't feel great, right? Like,
Yeah.
If you if you do not,
And they could croak off.
well, no, they don't just croak.
They
So
try to
what
kill ya?
happens is that this specific person in this article goes, they ignored all the signs that their pawn had Dragon's Plague. They went to rest in an inn. While they were resting, their pawn turned into a fucking dragon.
Nice.
And wrecked the city and killed NPCs that were critical to advancing the story.
So pay attention to your pawns.
Now, people are like, how the fuck am I going to advance the story if that NPC's dead?
Yeah, you can
Well,
you can bring them
You
back.
can bring them back.
There's
If
a
you go to the
way.
morgue,
Yeah.
the bodies will be in the morgue. You can bring them back with a wake stone. But still, people are like, wow, this
That
is
is
fucking
pretty
nuts.
cool, though.
Right? I don't know if I love or hate it. If it happens to me, I'm probably going to hate it.
Yeah, but it's like it's a pretty cool mechanic to have in a game. I mean, that's what is this? This is from Twitter. It's from Kyle on Twitter.
Kyle.
That guy probably
Look
wears
at the fucking
Oakley's.
city's wrecked. Like everybody's dead.
Damn, where'd the dragon go?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
How come the pawn didn't kill your character too?
Maybe one of them.
And how do you get Dragon's Plague? So this guy's wandering around the city. Everybody's dead, and Dragon's
I get. So I got to look up.
So their eyes turn red, and then they turn into a dragon when
You
you're
start
sleeping.
talking too.
Look at there was some stuttering in the game.
No, it's me moving it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Trying to see what else we had.
My bad. No performance issues here.
What are you playing on PC?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's cool, man. There's the little message you get.
So what does it say?
Dragon's plague has struck, leaving a trail of innocent lives in its wake. The pawns who brought the illness into this world have now been returned beyond the rift. If you
Fucking
only had
pawns.
more observant, perhaps, if you've been more observant, you perhaps could have prevented this tragedy.
God, can you imagine how heartbreaking that is for that person? They got 40 hours in the game, and it just
The
wipes out
memes.
part of your shit.
The memes could be great, like when me looking at my pawn.
Yeah. Are you gonna fucking die soon?
You good, bro?
Yeah. That is pretty neat. Though. That is a cool
interested.
mechanic to have
Yeah.
in the game.
I'm interested. I don't know.
I mean,
So-
it kind of
so
sucks if it happens to you, but it's a cool
What
mechanic.
they said was, so the people are taking their pawn and just chucking them into the ocean,
Really?
killing them.
Is it too early to call a game of the year on Dragon's Dogma 2?
I mean, it's a contender.
Definitely a contender. We
Um,
have to see what else is coming out at the end of this year. We haven't done a games roundup for this year yet.
what's the other shit that came out? There was something that came out that people were saying.
Suicide Squad?
No.
Huh.
What a shit game.
I didn't play it. I can't speak on it. I heard it was shit though.
It's a live service games. You know what to expect from them.
Yeah, microtransactions.
Helldivers. They're saying Helldivers.
Helldivers is
We
good.
played Helldivers. We didn't even talk about it.
No, Helldivers is pretty good. Pretty solid.
That's why Shep wants to borrow a PS5.
For Helldivers?
Yeah. So I
that's
explained
right.
it to him because remember him
Because you
and
can't
Preston,
play it on Xbox.
Yeah, him and Preston played Division,
Yeah.
right? So it's an extraction game.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, there's this game, and I kind of gave him the premise.
Helldivers.
I gave him the rundown of Helldivers.
Yeah, it's Starship
explained
Troopers.
it, and he was like, wait. He listened, and so then he started watching content.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah. I was like, I knew
That's
this game
good.
was up your alley.
It's good.
So I brought it the other day, and he played just the tutorial. He didn't play a match.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you got to get into the matches.
Oh, yeah, they're fun.
Oh,
There's a lot of fuckery that goes on in those.
I'm like, you got to play it.
Man, it's a good time.
It is. It is. I
That's
haven't
usually
played in a
like
while.
if I put in like I'll be playing like Dragon's Dogma, let's say, or whatever, Cyberpunk. I'll play that for like a good solid 4 hours, and then I wrap up the night with like
fucking
a couple
4 hours.
Yeah, I wrap up the night with a couple matches and Helldivers. What do you mean 4 hours? 4 hours is bad.
I would love to put 4 hours in.
You just gotta set aside the
I
time.
got to.
Yeah,
I don't know when.
you just gotta. But yeah, I'll
Saturday
put
night,
in.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, especially if I'm having a couple of 1 or 2 beers or whatever. Yeah, and then I jump into Helldivers. I'm all,
I
For
love that
democracy!
music. I love that music when
Yeah.
you're diving in.
hey, there's even woke controversy about Helldivers.
I know.
Yeah, you haven't heard it?
I probably saw the article.
This is a giant W for the developers of Helldivers, which is who made that game?
And the name is right there. It's a fairly unknown company.
Yeah, the guy came out and said, "I ain't putting shit."
Oh yeah, I did see. I did.
He
see,
said, "I ain't
saw
putting
his
shit
statement.
in this fucking game."
Yeah.
Because people were like, "Hey, what's the matter with like having one rainbow cape?" And they're like, "No, we don't
No.
want any politics in
No.
this game. It's gonna break your immersion."
Democracy,
Yeah.
baby.
But they're across the board with that on everything. So they're not
The only thing you get in that game is the guy that intros the game when you're watching the animation and his family gets killed.
Yeah.
It's a white guy
Yeah.
married to a black chick.
isn't that enough?
That's enough.
That's enough.
But they were a traditional couple. They were a heterosexual couple.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
See, this is the time when you say just play the fucking game.
You're right.
Just play the fucking game. Their microtransactions in that game aren't overly oppressive. You don't need them. You buy the game. It's $30.
There's a free battle pass and there's
There's a shit ton of fucking content in that goddamn game too.
Mm-hmm.
and it's fun as hell. You get in there and you're like, you hear all these people for democracy.
Yeah, it's to the point. You get right in and just blow some shit up, man.
Yeah,
Arrowhead. I love Arrowhead.
Arrowhead. Yeah.
I love the friendly fire, and even when you get killed, you're not always like, man, fuck that guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost half the time it's funny.
You don't even notice the friendly fire sometimes.
My own fucking shit, my own turret killed me because I was running away from a bug, and I got hit. It was like, turret's like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Killed me.
I've gotten killed by a few turrets. Yeah.
Like,
that shit's fucking great, man.
It is.
You're like, hey, let's go over here. And you like run around and you get in there with people that know a little bit more about the game. They put in a lot more hours in it, and you're kind of following them around, and they go to all the little pickup spots and everything, get all the shit, get all the what are they, just samples, resources and shit. Yeah, samples,
war bonds.
Hell yeah, that game is a good fucking time.
I do. I turn around once in a while, play 1 or 2 matches, and then I'll be done because I have time for that. Yeah, they're 40 minutes.
Yeah, you can drop in, play a quick game. Yeah,
like I said, 15-minute waves.
After about 4 to 6 hours of playing something else, I'll jump in and play a couple of games of Helldivers. I haven't played in
Friday. I had to work Saturday morning, so Friday I put in some Dragon's Dogma time. Like, I got a good amount of time. I need to get that again. Fuck.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma. So you got to buy a Legion and play it at work.
I want to take my PlayStation. I mean, we're not. We're gonna be down.
Legion's a little bit more discreet.
I don't need to be discreet. That's over with.
Don't let that get out.
No, it's over. Everybody knows. I got my own little monitor that I pull out of the closet, set up.
Yeah.
Right there at that table behind the number 1 man. Boop.
I'll tell you this after the game or after the podcast. But yeah, anyway, that was a nice little sidebar. Helldivers, great game. Pick it up, play it, $30. See, and this is another argument that people were making about all these fucking live servers. Like Suicide Squad is $70. On top of that, there's but you can buy Power World and Helldivers for the same amount as one of those, and you get way more content.
I'm like, this is where it's a clear example for the executives that run these publishers. Look, you're getting your money, right? You're giving the people what you want. You still get your money, but then you're over here. You're trying to gouge people. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. And it's annoying. And it's more annoying that we spend more time on that instead of just let's get to the game.
AA Studios are killing it right now.
Killing it. Yep. AAA. Well, Capcom's killing it. Capcom's been killing it for a while now.
Yeah.
Their Street Fighter was hailed. It had microtransactions.
Well, they had Street Fighter, Dragon's Dogma.
But it wasn't anything bad.
Was it Monster Hunter?
Resident Evil's remakes have been doing gangbusters, dude.
No microtransactions, though. In those Resident Evil.
Yeah, there is. And,
you can buy like
the Mercenaries game that has them. But again, if you want to buy them, you buy them. It doesn't affect the game.
Doesn't affect the game.
Yep. Right. But the Dragon's Dogma ones don't either. It just shortens the time. People are pay to win. I can still win without those.
It's not really. Pay
to hurry.
It is pay to win.
Yeah. Anything
that gets you to your goal faster is winning.
It's a goal. But it's not going to beat the dragon for you.
No, but like you said,
you suck.
People don't like the slippery slope they see.
Yeah.
So, and I don't like them engineering in delays in the game.
W Games, like I said earlier, W Games kind of fucking up.
Warner Brothers?
Yeah, man.
What is Warner Brothers?
Speaking of Suicide Squad, right? So they, what the fuck happened? I clicked it, bitch.
Like once we get into the news,
the nudes.
The big news of the day, of the week. What are you buying? A
wall
mount?
Yeah.
Huh.
A wall mount for a new TV. There we go. Let's see.
For the new pad?
Yeah.
What'd you get? Moving to an apartment?
Yeah, from now until I sell that house. And then, here we go. 2 things.
You got a second floor walk up?
Yeah, go up. I don't like anybody on top.
You don't like being on. You want to be on top.
I'm a power top, not a power bottom. So they're doing that shit where they're like, oh, live service games that we make are good. So we're gonna keep making them, right? Like
they're doubling down on the horse shit.
Even though their number 1 fucking game recently,
is
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes,
that's what kills me. Right?
Sold more copies than anything last year.
This is what frustrates me when we get into that shit. It's like you see it,
yeah,
but you're still gonna be like, we're doubling down on live. So we're bringing back the multiverse game that got shut down, and now we're bringing that back.
I think the idea behind that is all they need is like Hogwarts is like a one and done. I mean, it's still going to sell a few copies for a couple years, but if you get like a home run with a live service game, you got years of payments out of it.
They're just trying to
find
the oil, right? They're trying to tap that oil.
Look at Grand Theft Auto 5. That has microtransactions in it. You buy the shark cards.
Start that way.
No, it did not. But it became a live service, and that game has just been a money printing machine for Rockstar games.
They did it well, but it still set records before all that launched. It didn't happen at launch.
Money printing. Look at Fortnite, Apex Legends.
Yeah,
that's what they want to get. They want to get these games.
There's only so much room for so many, right? I believe that. I think
sure.
You
can have market saturation
in that space.
But if they hit one out of the park,
all right.
They get the next Fortnite.
Here's the other thing that they're doing that I don't like. This is my push for physical games. Is I don't like the idea of physical media, specifically games.
You don't like the idea of physical media, or you don't
specifically games
like
going away, right? Like if you buy a digital movie, it's most likely not going to go anywhere because you can download it.
Unless you download it from Sony.
Yeah, Sony will go in there and erase your shit. Away. But because you have a license to access that file. But Warner Brothers is deleting a bunch of games from like Adult Swim.
Bunch of games?
Games are just being deleted, right?
Huh.
They're telling developers that they're going to start retiring their games that they published under the Adult Swim game label. So
really?
Now, so you've got people that have owned, some of these people are just indie developers that work for other outlets. Like I think there was a guy that works for Polygon that was like, I made one of those games. Hey, so he sends an email to the executives and says, hey, can you transfer the rights back to me so I can put it somewhere else?
And they told him to fuck off.
They told him we don't have the manpower or some bullshit. And the dude's like, I sent you the link. It takes 3 clicks, and then it transfers the rights back to me.
That's his problem. It's 3 clicks too many.
I don't have the manpower.
3 clicks too many.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But again, I like the idea of physical media. So this doesn't
physical
happen.
media is good.
If you look, it's a Sony themselves are doing it with movie media.
Yeah, because they lose the rights.
There's something, They
have contracts with certain studios.
Japanese culture doesn't really, they love physical media.
Yeah.
Half of, Japan is what? There's quarters. Every corner has a store of game stores.
Yeah.
You go in, buy old games. Like, they love it. Here, we're like, fuck that. We want it all digital.
I don't know. I go to that game store that's here that we have.
Love it.
Video Palace.
Yeah.
Like once a week.
Where's that at? Tell me that.
Over on, it's on 6 across. It's across from Torres.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah. Okay.
Video
Right. I go by it all the time.
They actually have like a in the box Nintendo and NES in box, $300.
There's a place in Michigan City too.
Game
Changers, I think it is. Something like that. I like physical stores like that. They're fun to go into.
They got a ton of shit, too.
Yeah, kids love it, too.
Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
They even have, like, Neo Geo and shit like that there.
I like the idea of buying the game, and even if it's gone, and years later I can pop it in and play it. Now, you're just getting rid of games for whatever reason, right? Maybe it's license problems, but this one is nothing. They have the license. They're just like, we're just going to delete them. We don't want them.
Maybe it's taking up too much server space for them.
I guess.
Like, we got to clear up, like when you fill up your fucking hard drive, you got like a couple terabytes of information. Like, man, I want to play a new game. I got to delete something. You got someone over at Warner Brothers just going hard on the OnlyFans downloads, huh? Shit.
Well, hey, Bob, we got to delete this. No.
Come on, man.
No, I paid for those.
Yeah. Well, we're just going to have to get rid of fucking Gotham Knights or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got to get rid of that one.
Some of these, some of them are small games, but it's just that this is like you said, the slippery slope. And I'm an advocate for physical games.
It'd be nice if there was if they game developers or whatever saw that that value, but they don't because they save money on not making physical copies.
We don't. If we had a physical list, our brains can't. We don't know off the top of our heads, but how many games are lost and locked over time since the birth of Nintendo itself?
Right, but
how many games are just locked either onto a console or they're gone forever
Yeah.
because they're nowhere. You can't access it.
Even now, though, if you buy a new disc for a game, the games are so big they can't even be necessarily contained.
Right, you have to tap a server.
Yeah. You
like-
still have to download the game.
Right. And I mean, at least you have the disc, which can start the download. But it's like, will they keep that
That download available?
file available? We don't know.
No.
Which is, I mean, this is why I like Nintendo also, because they're big on their physical games. They will put it. Now, Nintendo themselves as publishers are big on that. The third-party AAA studios will...
No, because they lose money on it.
No, if you go buy a cart from a
Yeah.
AAA game, right, typically it's only half the game.
Yeah.
You put it in, you still have to tap the internet and get the rest of the file on your Switch.
Yeah.
Nintendo's big on like all the games on there. The game's on your entire cart.
Right.
And we push offline. So
What about updates?
you're...
Still got to update.
Well,
Because I know they're
mean,
still updating
They,
like
they
Zelda
think
and
the
shit
way
like that.
Super Nintendo is... Dude, there hasn't been a Zelda update in years.
What about Breath of the Wild? Or,
Breath of the
Tears
Wild
of the Kingdom?
didn't have a...
Tears of the
Breath of the
Kingdom
Wild
didn't
had
have
like
any?
2 updates. Tears of the Kingdom, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
They're pretty good about getting
Still gonna update that
complete
shit.
game. Super Nintendo games, that's how they think. Like, no, it's on there, it's good. It's done. We make
Yeah, it's
sure
got the whole
it's
thing on
right
there.
and it's good.
Glitches and all.
It's, not too many of their games have glitches.
No, they do, though. Most
Their
of
games,
most of the
Nintendo
glitches,
published games do not.
most of the glitches are things that like speedrunners and shit find
Yeah,
that
right.
they found.
Yeah, behind
Yeah.
the scenes. But the game will run great.
Yeah.
But
I love the glitches that speedrunners find. They're fucking great.
they weird.
Or do you want to get into the big news? Do you want to get into
What's the big
sweet,
news? Let's
the
get into
Sweet
Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Incorporated.
Yeah.
This story is massive.
So
and
what-
it's still stuff rolling in. This
What
has been going on
brought
for about
me
3
to
weeks.
this was that video initially.
Which one?
The,
Which
the
video?
girl talking on a video call or something like that, and that's when she was like,
She don't hire white people? That one?
doesn't hire white people
Yeah.
because she won't feel safe
Yeah.
if she hires white
Yeah,
people.
white
and they're
people
in
are
her
fucking
space.
dangerous.
I want my team to have a safe space, and I wasn't even looking at my screen. I was like getting ready, playing
Yeah.
it in the background, and I stopped dead, and I was like, wait, what did she say?
She said I'm racist.
I was like, she just said I'm racist against white people.
Yeah. It's
But
okay to be
It's
racist
impossible
against
in
crackers,
her
though.
world. It's impossible to be racist against white people.
It's weird, though, because she's part of the power structure now.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
you can't say that I can't be racist because don't have the power, but then have the power to hire not
You
hire.
just said white people were unsafe.
Very unsafe.
But if a white person says I cross the street because there's a black person on the other side, and I don't
That's
wanna
racist?
I don't want to feel safe or unsafe if I walk by them,
yeah,
right?
that's
I've
racist.
literally seen that happen before.
What, people cross the road because they don't want
But
to
they avoid
cross
them.
you?
Yeah, not me. Well, maybe I don't know.
Nah.
Maybe back in the day when I was wearing like gold chains and leather jackets all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I looked
A little seedy.
threatening. Yeah, I was gonna pick your pocket or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we live in a time where it's all right to be racist against white people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
You didn't see the article that just came out that said that black men are the
man,
black men are the white people of black people? Did you see that one?
No.
That was a funny article.
Oh,
I see that. But going on to so
Sweet.
that's what piqued your interest in
that's what
piqued
brought
your-
me into it, and I was like, wait, I
Yeah.
got to see more about this, right?
She works, that lady who made that comment now works at, I can't remember. She works at a larger studio now. Oh, she's working on the new, I think that person is going to be working on the new Wolverine game.
Okay. And some of these developers have come out in
Insomniac Studio.
in defense to her. Like,
Oh, yeah.
she might have just spoke wrong,
No,
but how she came off was like, whoa.
no, she didn't speak wrong. She just didn't think, for some reason, we have grown up now, and the internet has been a thing for a long time. But some people think that words that they say will never ever be dug up.
Right.
They think that whatever they say on a video call that's being recorded and uploaded to the internet somewhere will never be found again.
You have transcripts everywhere. Your
Yeah.
whole everything you say is being transcripted.
Yeah, I don't understand how people don't see that. But anyway, so she worked at Sweet Baby, Now, Sweet Baby Incorporated, the whole thing started because a Brazilian guy started a Steam forum
Right.
that just curated and said, hey, these are the games that Sweet Baby worked on.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect example of the Streisand effect, where the Sweet Baby people started calling attention to this and trying to get him canceled off the internet, him get his Steam page. So then once that started happening, the YouTubers got a hold of it and blew this thing up.
They blew the lid off.
Incredible. And all this guy was doing, he wasn't saying to go attack the company. He wasn't saying anything. He was just saying Sweet Baby is involved in these. And it was public information.
Yeah,
The games that they work on were on their website.
So let's talk about Sweet Baby. This is what they are. They are a consultant company.
Yes.
Like first, we have to say what they are. They are a third-party company that comes in to developers, and the way they advertise themselves is they are an inclusion-focused narrative and a consultation company. They're building a team and a process in hopes of building a kinder, more sustainable industry
so many trigger
at every scale.
There's so many red flags.
Whether you
in
need
that.
a fresh pair of eyes or a guiding hand, we're here to work with you. So it's condescending right off the bat. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's a little condescending, like, oh, you don't know what you're doing when it comes to inclusion. We'll do it for you. Right? I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm saying their approach is trash to it. Now, the games they've worked on.
No, their approach is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the way they're going about it is
they worked on
trash.
Sable. Now, here's what blows my mind is 1, 2, 3 Game of the Year contenders on their list, right?
Yeah.
I played
Spider-Man
to
2
completion.
shouldn't have been a game of the year.
Right. I've played to completion 2 of these.
Spider-Man 2?
I played through a third of this game, Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
No issues. I don't see it. I have none. Right? I have none. I don't see anything because they said something about the main character Saga. She was going to be white, and they came in and said made her black. I don't see the difference. It doesn't matter.
Nothing too wrong about that.
Yeah.
With God of War Ragnarok, you could see their thing with they made the
It's Norse mythology, which is white.
Right, and they made one of the characters black.
And Angrboda was a black a little girl.
Which it's an immersion breaking thing.
I mean, I guess I understand it, but I'm already suspending reality that there's a giant snake.
I think with Spider-Man 2,
It's the Puerto Rican and black thing.
yeah,
But that's
no,
his
no,
character
no,
was
no,
built
no,
that way.
no. Spider-Man 2 was like the gay quest lines where you had to take the guy out. Yeah,
okay.
And then that was part
Okay,
of that.
you're right.
And then also like
I'd help that guy ask another guy out to prom. It was kind of annoying.
And the fact that I heard, and I'm not 100% on this because I didn't play the game, that Miles Morales' character was relegated to more of like someone doing kind of chores to help people out.
Yeah.
And the best parts in the game were still Peter Parker's thing. So because of that, they took and they moved their diversity vehicle through Miles Morales and made him a lesser character in the game, and he was more dealing with social issues and not fighting bad guys.
True to an extent, but since I played it again front to back, I 100%. I think I platinumed it, but to a point, yes. But it's also because Peter's story by far is more interesting because of the.
And you say
symbiote.
that as a Puerto Rican man.
Yeah, right. It's more interesting because he has a fucking alien symbiote.
You're a
that he's
right-wing
dealing
fucking
with.
bigot now.
You know, this guy's worried about his friend. And as a Spider-Man fan, that's one of the most interesting things that's ever happened to fucking Peter Parker was the symbiote.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the symbiote's black.
Venom.
Right? Venom is the most interesting villain he's ever had.
Yeah.
So, of course, he will overshadow Miles's whatever story he's going through, just because that's the most iconic Spider-Man villain.
See, the weird thing is like,
Alan Wake.
you clicked on the link, right, for this?
Yeah.
Just type in Sweet Baby Incorporated at the top, because that's an old link. So it might be taking you to... All right, now click on the page. See if it's changed. Go down to the games that they did again.
No.
Oh, they still have Suicide Squad on there. Go to their front page, because I believe they took Suicide...
There.
Yeah, go scroll down, though. Yeah, they removed Suicide Squad from their front page.
Splash
Yes,
page.
they did have it on there because they don't want their name associated with that fucking
Representation,
piece of
writing,
trash game.
narrative, and development.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
so the guy that was blowing them up, I listened to him, and he kind of said he didn't play some of these games. So it's like, all right, man, like,
right.
so how do you know? Like,
he played some of the games.
he didn't play Spider-Man. Flat out said I didn't play that game.
Yeah, but he played.
But he tried to say that they got a flag wrong in Spider-Man.
They did.
Where?
They did. They really. You
just
don't
said
remember
you didn't
that?
play it either.
I know that, but that was like a huge story. They put the Cuban flag in there instead of the Puerto Rican flag on his fucking wall. Yeah.
Man, I didn't catch it.
Well, because you're not down with the struggle, my friend.
Shopping.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they put the wrong flag in there.
Let's see.
They were so interested in diversity, they put the wrong flag in there. And his suit has the Puerto Rican flag on it.
Yes, one of them did.
Yeah. They put the Cuban flag on there. Anywho,
Interesting.
the guy wasn't doing anything.
No, I'm not blaming him. I mean,
Out
if you're
of,
gonna,
like,
if you're
crazy,
gonna,
out
if
of
you're gonna
control.
step up and get your soapbox out and stand on it, do the homework, man.
What? Do the homework for what?
The game, like play the game, like to and be like, oh yeah. I
That,
can feel
no,
that.
you don't have to play the game to. Like you could, like there's plenty of games that I haven't played. What's the 3D Super Mario game that first came out?
Wonder.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Was it? No.
Odyssey. No, 64.
Yeah. Okay, Super Mario. I have never played that game before.
Damn.
But I know the guy who fucking speedran that game. You don't have to play the game to like go and watch people play through the game with Twitch and everything to know that things exist in the game. To know that these narratives, like I never played Spider-Man either, but I knew about the gay storyline in Spider-Man.
Right by that flag.
Yeah. I knew about that stuff. That doesn't mean that just because you can't play it, what are you trying to say that just because you're not
if
a
you're
woman,
saying that
you
there's-
can't have any
right.
opinion on women's issues?
No. I guess I didn't like think that maybe he's watching this content.
Yeah. Well, and he's played other games that have been done by Sweet Baby. He played God of War.
He played God of War.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he said he played God of War.
one of them. Maybe it's Alan Wake then.
But
Alan
anyway,
Wake's actually really good.
He basically said like when you walk into a restaurant or a group of restaurants that have a product in that restaurant that contains peanuts, you should be aware of the fact that if you're allergic to peanuts, you should be aware that this restaurant carries peanuts. That's all he did. He didn't say go attack Sweet Baby. He didn't say boycott their work. He just said if you don't like this type of content that these games are involved with, be aware that you will see this other stuff in other games.
And then then the community went nuts.
It was the fact that the people from Sweet Baby, this Kim Belair, and other people went after him.
Yeah, man.
That was where they messed up because then as soon as you went after him, so he went from there was
Made him a martyr.
2,000, 3,000 people in this community. It's now sitting over 200,000 people in this community for this. Like I said, you know what the Streisand effect is, right?
Okay.
Barbara Streisand went out and I think it was like a picture of her house or something like that was out there that nobody knew it was her house, or something like that. But then she went out and like made a big deal about it, and then everybody knew about it.
Yeah.
So if Sweet Baby just didn't attack this guy about it, nobody would have known about this shit right now. But they tried to do that. They tried to dox it. They put somebody in to infiltrate the Steam forum for this. That's what Sweet Baby did. So then people started going deep on him and looking into things that they did. They found out that Sweet Baby has ties with a bunch of other companies that did it. They have ties with the people that were involved with I think it was Ghostbusters, the first Ghostbusters movie. I could be wrong on that. I probably am. but they have this other thing. It's called Ghost Babies.
Ghost babies.
Or Baby Ghosts or whatever. And then they had this Kim Belair. If you could probably pull up the video about her talking and basically telling people to blackmail the people in their company to get a team like that involved with their game, and how she wants to take, her goal is to basically take over gaming and push this narrative into games because all the, like a lot of the people that are playing games are just fucking massive babies who need to be
Cis white males that just want boobs and
that need to be led in the direction of this inclusive narrative. And people don't want that in games. It's an escapist thing. We don't want political narratives.
I don't need real world shit.
No. This is why Helldivers is doing such a good job, because they're saying we don't want any of it in there.
This isn't real.
It's just a fucking game. People do this for their hobby. Like us, for instance, we have regular jobs. We play video games to escape into our, as an escapist thing, just to enjoy your game. You want to come home, you want to have your 1 to 2 beers, maybe. Yeah. Play your fucking video game. And then when you're walking through God of War and you see this character that doesn't fit and it's just put in there
it's jarring.
Just for a diversity thing. I mean, look at what Hollywood's doing. Look at the Star Wars franchise right now.
Acolyte looks good though.
No, it doesn't.
I like it.
No.
My scope's a little. I can avoid.
You're talking about
Carrie Ann Moss.
Wait, so you're going in it for the thirst trap of it?
No. I don't think Carrie Ann. I'm not a big fan of her. Like,
is that the new show that's coming out?
Yeah, it's Old Republic.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, Ahsoka was not that good.
No, I didn't even watch it.
No,
yet, but I will eventually.
They had all the boss babes in there.
No, the Acolyte trailer's a mix. It's got men and women. It's fair. Like they show Carrie Ann Moss doing some Matrix fighting as a Jedi. It's like, why haven't we done this before?
Yeah. And here, anyway. I'll get into this. This is another place where the sweet baby people stepped in it. So this goes into the story about a Toriyama.
Toriyama,
Yep. He's the guy.
Rest in peace.
Yep. He's the guy that died, and he's the creator of Dragon Ball Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He died, and then the sweet baby people went out and made some tweets about him, about how Dragon Ball wasn't inclusive enough, and that it was,
Piccolo was the black guy of Dragon Ball. It's awesome.
But they said, so then they got shit on even more. So then that made a lot of the anime people that enjoy anime and this and that go even deeper into Sweet Baby and found that they had ties to the U.S. government.
Oh, my God.
And that they had ties to all these other games and things like that. And we're seeing this push into games for these political narratives to be thrown in our faces. Mm-hmm. And it's just, it makes the games terrible. And Suicide Squad is a great example of this. They were the ones that did the barks, when your side characters are saying stuff and talking about the patriarchy and shit like that in games. Stuff that you don't want to hear about or don't want to do any of that shit. I hear about it
every day.
And the thing about this too is gaming is still a predominantly male, it's a male dominated space.
By the numbers, but it's largely growing, right? The female
game
is bigger than it's ever been, but it's not.
But that's not in traditional gaming. You know what where those numbers come from is mobile gaming. Girls love their Candy
cozy
Crush.
Games.
Yeah, girls love their Candy Crush. But since it's predominantly male still, most guys, a lot of guys play video games, whether casually or pretty hardcore into games. It's mostly male dominated space. I have 3 kids, 2 girls. My boy is heavy into games. The other 2 are kind of lightly in that space, right? And guys want to see.
I mean,
boobs.
There's the competitive part of it, right? A lot of the games are competitive.
They want to see boobs and butts, and they don't want to hear what a piece of shit they are for being born a man. They don't want to hear that. And that's the whole Star Wars thing where they're making Star Wars is still a predominantly male media.
Yeah.
And people don't like to see all the, they don't like the girl boss thing or being told that they're we don't need a man to tell us what to do and all this other shit.
I mean, for Spider-Man 2 specifically, I'm the example. Like, I didn't play Spider-Man 2 because Miles Morales is Puerto Rican. I didn't do that. I didn't play it for that reason. I played it because I love Spider-Man. And the last game was good.
Yeah.
Like, so then when we had this inclusion right in there, and did I notice it? I was like, oh yeah, wow, that's cool. Like, it's cool, but it's not the reason I'm gonna go play another game either. Like, oh, we're gonna make Street Fighter, and one of the guys is Puerto Rican. I guess I gotta buy Street Fighter. No, like it didn't bother me. I want to play a good game. Period. The fact that was in there was just a bonus.
I think
doesn't matter.
Most people don't like it, and here's a bit like the main reason why I don't like a lot of this shit is just because it's an escapist thing. You're doing it like you're generally, if you're going down and you're listening to the radio or whatever in your car, you're going to work, you're just kind of bombarded with this. You see it on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. When you jump into a game, you don't want to deal with that. People are just
I don't want to deal with it. I don't mind cultural representation in any game. Like you
no,
know,
they've had it for years.
Cultural representation is anything from Norse mythology. You play a game where there's an Irish guy and there's Irish culture in there. Whatever. That's normal shit that just can flow. It's the other shit.
It's the force stuff.
We have to make this a female.
Yeah, the shoehorn.
The female has to be a little condescending against males.
Yeah,
we have to put gay representation. We have to put trans representation. We have to put everything under all the bonus shit. If your culture just happens to be in the game, it's fine.
Yeah,
but it's not the story. It's just there. It's just another prop that you see, and you're like, that's cool. Again, I noticed it. I was like, wow. I haven't seen this in a game before. It's kind of like, it was a little bit jarring to me. I was like, damn, okay. And they're speaking language, and like they're saying terms that my parents used to say to me. Cool. But that's, again, not the reason this should exist. They just added it.
Like nobody's really necessarily arguing against representation in the games.
Right.
Because if you look back at
gay representation, they are.
Yeah, but if it's done
If it's done organically
in a game,
and just without forcing it,
yes.
The problem is forcing it, and some people don't see the forcing it.
The problem with especially certain transgender stuff in movies and in games, you don't just have like the transgender character that's in there. The transgender character has to tell everybody they're transgender, and then they have to tell everybody that they've suffered under the oppression of the white male
There's
patriarchy.
A correction in there somewhere too.
Yes, because of that. But if you have an organically, like one of the best movies that I've seen that had the whole story was written around a mother and coming to grips with the fact that her daughter is a lesbian. And that was everything, everywhere, all at once. What they didn't do was that was the central narrative.
That was the plot.
Of
that was the moral at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, and the movie was fantastic.
It didn't drag you through that.
It wasn't shoved down your throat. And through the scope of her being, that was her entire identity, and everything had to do with that. It was a metaphor for the mother's struggle in a traditional Chinese family to deal with that they did it brilliantly, and the movie was fantastic.
I thought the movie was all right.
I thought that movie was great.
That was okay.
But no, you didn't hear anything about that, and that was it was an organically well-written story. Nobody cared. Halo had black characters. Gears of War had black characters. You didn't even know whether Master Chief necessarily was black or white.
Yeah.
You didn't even know.
Yeah.
He could,
show.
Nobody cares that Christopher Judge voices Kratos because he does a great fucking job at it. Nobody cares when it's done organically and it's done well and it's how it's supposed to be.
And the kid was good too, man. Like they both killed those roles.
Yeah. Oh, so anyway, this goes into like more. So they're calling this like Gamergate 2.0.
Yeah, yep.
Most of the people who were involved in Gamergate the first time are involved in this one as well.
Oh yeah, they
writers from
love it.
Kotaku.
Help it.
It's like those people. They never gave up on Gamergate the original. They just were laying underground, biding their time for it to pop up again. So one of the people that's involved, who was the guy that was involved in the Gamergate, the first one? The guy who committed suicide because he was supposedly.
I do not remember.
I'd have to look up the name of the guy. I forgot it right now. But the guy he owned a gaming company, and his sister. Well, he ended up committing suicide because of false allegations of sexual harassment and all this. He died. The company was left to his family or whatever, the gaming company. His sister took it over and is associated with Sweet Baby Incorporated.
Oh, my God.
So they're pushing this narrative that got her brother fucking killed. I can't remember the guy's fucking name.
Springboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this goes into, so then after this started happening, you had Polygon and Kotaku come out and try to run defense for them. Mm-hmm. This goes into the Kotaku demise right now because Kotaku said...
They've been bad for a long time.
I know, but they're trying to correct course now. Maybe too little, too late.
Yeah.
But so what Kotaku did is they went out and they said, we're done doing this political activist bullshit.
There you go.
We want to pivot to just doing game guides for things. So this one of their head writers left immediately, decided to quit. And then you have this Alyssa Mercante, who works with Kotaku, who's trying to run hit pieces on people that went out and forwarded the Sweet Baby story. So Asmongold is a big guy in that space going out there. He actually interviewed the guy.
I remember that.
Yep. Who
I watched about half of it.
Was the first guy who started the curation. Mm-hmm. So this Alyssa Mercante put the tweet out that says, hey, message me if you have any dirt on these people.
Oh, yeah.
In their past. So she went after Asmongold, and then Melanie Mack is the other one.
Wow.
Melanie Mack is pretty right-wing, conservative Christian in the sphere. She used to work for like GameStop and a few other places she was like a spokesperson for them. Yeah. Quit those jobs, went to YouTube to kind of ring the bells about woke stuff in video games.
Melanie Martinez.
Melanie Mack.
Probably seen her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen her. Yep.
I don't necessarily agree with a lot of her points, but it's her right to make them.
There's a woman joke in there. I won't make it.
What? You can make it. It's fine.
Melanie Mack. No, that's not. Yeah, I think this is the girl. Yeah. I've seen some of her
She
stuff.
loves Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
She's another girl that's in that space that hates the fact that they're making Tomb Raider, that Tomb Raider girl, flat and unattractive.
Yeah. I didn't see what she has to say.
She hasn't done anything about Sweet Baby.
She's smart.
Yeah. Well, she is smart, but she also knows where
she leans lib.
Yeah, but leaning lib is not.
She's real good with her points. She keeps that stuff neutral.
Right. Like it's smart for her because she knows a lot of people in the writer sphere. She knows a lot of people in the game development space. So she
knows what could mess with her
keeps
career.
That a little bit to the side.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, she's not talking about it. She's talking about that remaster shit.
So anyway, like I was saying, Kotaku came out and said we want our team to make 50 game guides, and I think they only have a staff of 7 people. 50 game guides per week. So they want to, and Kotaku thinks I can't remember who's the parent company at Kotaku. They think they're putting these rules in so that people just quit and they can just shelve Kotaku and just say fuck off forever with that. Like you said, Kotaku hasn't been good for a long time.
No, Polygon too.
Yeah.
The gamer sometimes gets that.
Yeah.
They're that.
They said Wired is good.
Yeah.
And who's The Verge?
The Verge is straight down the middle.
But most of the news I get anymore about games or what's going on with gaming comes from YouTubers anyway. They're faster. They're better.
Yeah, man. New patch coming soon.
And I don't have to see it through the lens of diversity, equity, and inclusion.
All the time.
Yeah. I don't have to see it. I get to see someone's straight opinion.
Yeah,
and then on top of that, a lot of these guys that like YouTubers that give their opinions on stuff are streaming at the same time. So in their chat, they have people that maybe challenge their ideas a little bit. And then they have to think about their ideas and they have to make sure that they're making a lucid point instead of a writer who has an article who just has a soapbox to stand on. And we have to just there's no pushback on them.
Yeah.
So they exist in that echo chamber.
They want to put on an op-ed. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to talk about. No, who cares? I cannot wait for GTA to come out because when it last one came out, this wasn't as bad, right? When GTA 5 came out, we didn't live in this world. This world has gotten
I am interested.
progressively worse.
I am interested to see. Seeing the thing with like Sweet Baby. Okay, so companies will get grants based on their DEI score, which is their diversity. Are you fading?
No.
You seem like you're
No,
fading.
I'm not fading.
Okay. Don't be fading.
No,
This is
shit
important news
it's not
stuff.
important. It's
It's
exhausting.
very important news.
Yeah.
So they have their DEI score, which means they get government grants. That's the
Yeah.
ties in from like the government, or they get it's not government grants. They'll get investment money based on their DEI
Yep.
score. So you have companies that have an incentive now if they have a higher diversity, equity, and inclusion score to push this stuff into games, movies, and media. So now we're getting force-fed these political things based on money from companies like BlackRock and Vanguard and
Yeah.
State Street.
Dumb.
Yeah. So we're getting shit.
That's why I can't wait for GTA to come out. I want to see what everybody has to say about it.
They're a privately held company.
I know. I can't wait till the woke company. Oh, here's everything wrong with GTA 6.
We'll
right?
see. I'm hoping they don't play it safe.
I hope they don't. I hope they piss everyone off.
I hope they don't.
I want it to be the video game version of the Chappelle Show.
Yeah,
Like
that'd
I
be
want
cool.
it to just fucking come out here, make waves, and be like, "This is our fucking game. You like it, you don't like it. I don't care."
Yeah. Could you? I'm trying to think.
There's probably gonna be a trans character, but they're gonna lean in on it, right?
Yeah.
In probably a humor way to
It'd be
show
cool if
how
it was like a trans prostitute.
Or you have you as the male or character has to go into women's sports, and you just dominate it, right? As part of a mission. And like then there's people that
Like
are mad,
lady ballers?
yeah, so, oh my god, dude. Remember Ladybugs back in the day with like the Jonathan
Yeah.
Brandes
Yeah,
kid?
yeah,
He was a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
soccer player.
Yeah. They dressed him up like a girl and he was just slaughtering motherfuckers. Yeah.
That movie was ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was.
It was Rodney Dangerfield, wasn't it?
Yep, it was. Those fucking bug eyes.
I'm gonna play.
Rodney was great.
Get a group of like real big liberals. We're gonna watch Ladybugs tonight. Oh my god, how is this movie even around?
That
Yeah,
they did that Lady Ballers. That was what's Ben
what that is.
Shapiro's
Yeah.
company?
yeah.
What a Daily Wire produced Lady Ballers, which is a bunch of middle-aged fucking guys who can't compete in basketball anymore, and they decide to say they're
Screw women.
transgender and go in
Great,
there and
and
fucking
just
do that.
dunk on them.
Yeah, they go in there and they dominate.
Yeah,
But see, like I said, all this stuff gets pushed into the games, and it ruins my immersion
but it
and my
exhausts me at the
escapism.
same time. Like the combing over it sometimes just makes me sick, and I'm just like, I'm just tired of it. Like, we can't just enjoy games like it's the 90s anymore.
You just don't have a podcast where we have to you're immersed in this stuff. Like you're, it's our job.
It's not.
Our job to bring the
No,
news.
It's not a job. It's a hobby.
It's our
We're not
hobby
getting paid for this.
to bring the news
Yeah.
to the people.
It's the news. I don't have to enjoy what I'm talking about. I want to enjoy what I'm talking about, and some of the shit just gets.
I enjoy talking about this shit.
I know.
I love it. You know why?
Oh, I know.
You know why? Because I've been ringing the bells for 10 years.
No, but you're not.
I've been the
nobody's
watcher
gonna
on the
bring you a
wall for
fucking
10
award
years.
for it.
I don't need an award. I'm not asking for an
Sometimes it
award.
sounds like you want one.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do is I don't have a platform big enough to like spread it, but if I would have focused on maybe doing YouTube shit 10 years ago about this stuff, I might have a platform now.
Maybe that's why I stopped watching The Quartering, because it reminded me too much of you, and I was like, I already have this motherfucker.
No way,
in my
he's
life.
boring as shit to watch.
Like,
I don't
I'm
understand how that guy has the following like he does. He's kind of boring.
Yeah. I mean, that was the other reason, but so I just wanted to talk about the fun part of it. Stay in the positive.
The fun part of games.
Instead of like the fucking gutter.
I do. We talked about Helldivers and Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah, and I know.
But this is a huge story from there.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit I like.
Yeah, in your sphere, it is a huge story.
No, I like
I saw it and I was like, this is gross, and I just kept moving.
Yeah. The only problem is, here's the problem with you saying it's gross and just keep on moving. And the more this stuff pushes into the games, because more people, not enough people like you, boycott.
Yeah,
maybe not boycott.
You sound like Sweet Baby and be like, there's just not enough people, you pushing back. Like, it's the same argument on their side. Like, you guys need to fight, and like, we need inclusion. It's the same. Well, both sides are just pushing. I don't care. I'm just going to keep walking down the middle of the aisle. 10
years from now, when the games are just absolute dog shit with nothing but political messages in it all over the fucking place, and you can't even get in there without hearing about how bad Donald Trump is or whatever. 10 years from now, you're gonna be like, I probably should have paid more attention to this.
You know, it's either it's like the media that are trying to go into the restaurant. There's vegans in the way. I'm just trying to get my food, man. I don't really care what you have to say. I'm not gonna listen to it.
Vegans.
And then the opposite, right? Maybe we need to be meat eaters boycotting a vegan place. And have some fucking Weber grills set up front.
No way.
And like, eat some meat. It's the same thing. They're just trying to go eat, and they got us breathing down their neck.
Listen,
instead of just being like, go do what you want to do.
Listen, I'm one of the people. I'm one of the people that in Nazi Germany, I was like, we probably shouldn't be rounding Jews up, and you're like, well, it doesn't bother me. Just fucking round them up. Doesn't bother me. It's not affecting my life. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We can't be doing this. And I'm the one that went and
That's
listened.
a little extreme.
I know. That's why I did that one.
Anybody has a gamer athletes bingo card and Nazis on there now.
Yeah.
Mention.
Yeah, we do.
Hit it.
It's usually pretty funny, though, when we bring up Nazis. Yeah. Yeah, I was one of the people. I was one of the people in the Underground Railroad saying slavery is bad, and you're one of the guys who lived down the road from a plantation guy going, I get cheaper cotton.
I treat my guys good.
You son of a bitch.
I was one of the slaves, dumbass.
No, you weren't.
Probably.
No.
My ancestors.
No, your ancestors owned slaves.
What are you talking about?
Puerto Rico was a slave-owning place.
After Columbus got there? The fuck?
No, Puerto Rico was a
we were butt naked Italianos just hanging out with who's this fucking Italian guy? He brought fucking plague and chained us up.
No way.
Made us had sex with the Africans. That's why they're a part of us. That's why we're all blended. I got the fucking 23andMe to prove it.
What, you're part black?
13%, 16%.
You're 16% black?
Yeah.
Did you get the N-word pass now?
I have to talk with Clinton, but I have been giving it. I mean,
you've been given the pass now.
Yeah, I grew up in, you know. Most of my friends black. I get along with, like, you're one of the few white guys that I, like, really get along with. I get along with most people, but, like, I relate more with guys like Royal Preston. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and it's weird because like there's certain guys that work that like, I don't really like that guy. And I'm like, that's weird.
I get along with most people too.
Right, yeah. You exist in that same space I do. It's just certain guys are like, oh yeah, I can't click with Norris or something like that. I'm like, oh, I do. Sorry.
Yeah, but
maybe there's something going on up here, buddy.
Norris is a gamer, dude. It's
and
easy.
Technology, you know,
gamers are some.
Got a lot of overlap.
Gamers. I found out in my travels through life that gamers and metalheads are the easiest people to like get along with.
Really?
Yes.
Gamers, yeah.
Metalheads, super easy.
Gamers,
super easy, dude.
All
you have to do is talk a little bit about music, and you guys are off to the races. You guys are best fucking friends now.
Whoa.
What is that?
I don't know. So, like the gamer, I'll have
That's
a game
really
on.
vulgar. I'm disappointed in you that you
Shut
went
up.
so low brow with that.
Inc?
Yeah, so low brow.
Whenever I have a game up at work, you know, somebody come in, shop guy,
gamers,
like,
dude.
Oh, hey,
Gamers.
yeah, it's like moth to flame.
Yeah,
you know, even Mike Corsi plays Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, everybody. There's a game for everybody.
Yeah,
yep,
it really is.
There is. Gaming is one of the greatest medias ever created.
What the fuck? This is an old thing. I don't know how true this was with the GTA shit.
What do we got? GTA 5.
It was an alleged leak.
Was this somebody's girlfriend again leaking their fucking boyfriend's crap on there?
Know.
They got broke up with, and they're like, I'm going to leak GTA 6 footage.
Where is the leaks? That supposedly, here we go. According to the post, it was a little bit more of gore and dismemberment in the game, which
Fantastic.
I can live with that.
Oh,
That's great.
yeah.
I want someone to splatter like the fucking Emil from RoboCop.
Oh yeah.
When he's melting.
Yeah.
Splash. So and then there's dual wielding.
Dual
That would
wielding?
be new, yeah.
What
2
the hell are you
dildos.
gonna dual wield?
2 dildos there.
that'd be
You
alright,
could use a
yeah.
dildo in the game in the past. That was an unlockable weapon.
So does Cyberpunk's got a dildo
Yeah,
weapon
they
in
got
there
that.
too, the dildo
GTA San Andreas or Vice City was
They
the
had a
first
dildo.
one to have a dildo, and it was
Yeah.
funny. Dual wielding, 3 Shades of Sunset, which is cool. Like, it's not going to be the repeating sunset. It will have different colors, which
I'm pretty
makes it a more
excited for this
natural
game.
thing. Basketball side game 3-on-3,
That's cool.
which could be online tied.
This is probably gonna be the last GTA ever made.
I don't know about that.
Like, how long will between the last one and this one?
It'll be another fucking
Maybe
20,
in our lifetime.
We'll-
It'll be the
we'll-
last.
We'll be in retirement homes when it
Hell
comes
yeah,
out.
I'll be playing GTA 7,
Little
talking
bitch,
shit.
yeah, playing
Yeah.
GTA.
Fuck out of
Fucking
here.
hands cramping up. We have to smoke a bunch of fucking weed
You have
just
those
so we can
massive knuckles from the arthritis that's set in.
play. Bring me my
Yeah.
pills. I'm playing Grand
That's
Theft
right.
Auto.
That's right.
Harder carjacking. I don't know how that will play out in a mechanic.
What, it
but
makes it
will
harder
be-
to carjack?
Yeah. So like certain games, you like Cyberpunk, you had to have a certain body stat to be able to just steal a car. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
going to be the
if-
same because
if
we don't
some-
have those stats in GTA.
If somebody was driving, you
Yeah.
could carjack. But if a car was parked, you had to be able to have a certain body stat to
I'm
break in.
assuming like either the person will fight back harder
that'd
or
be
something
cool.
like hell yeah. But I do love this because I thought about that immediately during this trailer. This this is the first thing I thought of. I was like, I can't wait to drive a car straight down that beach that they showed in the trailer.
Plowing motherfuckers out of the way, splatting people
Instant
around.
5 stars.
Oh, yeah.
Instant 5 stars. Fucking military's chasing me.
I'd make 2 characters when I play that game. One that just gets arrested all the fucking time. Or
That's-
gets
I don't
the
think-
5
so you
stars.
can have loads save states, not save states, but you have different.
Yeah, but I want one that just running and gunning, and then
Right.
I want one
You
that I can
can't
play
label it,
play
though.
the storyline.
That's what I don't like. You can't label it and have it very clear. It'll just be a list of saves.
Oh,
You'll just have to pay
they
attention
want
to the
multiple saves.
date. No, it's always been that way where you load and it just has a list.
Yeah.
And it has a date and time. And I wish you could color code it or something to be like, all right, this is my like fucking rampaging fucking save.
Hell yeah,
And the rest I'm just playing the game.
that'd be cool because I played through GTA a couple of times now, and like one of them, I didn't even make it to Trevor because I was too busy just fucking
around.
jacking
I know.
around.
And
Yeah.
Trevor's the best
Yeah.
person to get to do
Right.
that.
I'm like deep, like in the current playthrough I'm on, pretty deep in the game, but yeah, I just want to like mess shit up. But then
like
you think spend so much time running away from cops. It's just
Zelda and
fucking nothing to
GTA
do.
are probably some of my top 2 franchises because like I get when one's coming, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna clear time for this game. When it's a new Zelda or GTA, and GTA is just insanely big, big because it reaches people that don't even play games that are like, I'm playing that.
On top of that,
crazy.
when they actually put the servers out and shit like that shit's gonna be fun as hell to watch. All the
6 is
all
gonna
the
have a
people
lot
getting fucking around with it.
if the
What'll be a year
the
after?
base game comes out and it's solid. It promises everything that trailer has, and that's the reality we live in. This game's gonna have a long tail. It's gonna be
20 years.
20 years.
It's gonna be 20 years before the next game comes
Be
out.
fucking 60-something years old. Right.
No, GTA 7's coming out.
I ain't got no time for you, woman.
Your
I'm gonna play
main
my-
your main character in GTA
Yep.
7 is gonna be a transgender midget. This was the thing.
that identifies as a black person, even though
this
they're
is
white.
the point I was making
How do
about
we make that?
about this is one thing that I wanted to say about like the sweet baby thing like that is that now it's like I don't think it's ever going to end, but this is blown way open, and some of these people like you have companies now saying that they're pivoting away from this DEI stuff in games. They're pivoting away from it. They saw the backlash from Sweet Baby, and I'm hoping it's never going to go away. It'll go underground for a few more years, but that'll give us watchers on the wall a little bit of breathing room in this diversity shit, immersion breaking stuff in games. And I'm hoping that GTA 6 comes out and they lean into the silliness in our society today
Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's satirical.
I'm hoping that they do.
Always stay. If,
and I
they
hope
go
they don't
outside
shy
for
away
satire,
from
then it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
You have to keep doing what you've been doing, right? It's made your game since the beginning.
Yeah, and they didn't shy away from it in Red Dead.
I think their marketing should lean into that. So when they start having their Twitters and their YouTubes come out and be like, "This, if you don't like it, this ain't
Don't
for
play
you.
it.
This ain't
Fuck
for
out
you.
of here." Yeah.
Same for you. If you got thin skin, sorry.
Did you see they delayed it?
It's a possible
2026
speculated.
Yeah.
It hasn't come out from Rockstar officially. It's people being talked about in the industry.
Sure.
I don't believe it until
Rockstar says something,
right?
Well, I'm gonna say.
I'm not gonna say it's unlikely. I'm just saying I won't.
Yeah.
You know,
it's very likely.
Could happen. Couldn't. Well, I've seen Rockstar say they delayed and then they've actually moved it back up.
Yeah.
So they can do whatever the fuck they want.
I hope it's not delayed. We already got to wait till next fucking year for this game.
Dude, they can do whatever they fucking want because they're the answer to no one, and it doesn't matter. I don't care if they put it out tomorrow or in a fucking 2 years. It's gonna sell the same.
Oh yeah. Game of the year.
Doesn't matter.
It's gonna be
game of the year.
Game of the year.
Game of the year. You might as well not even put a game out that year.
2025 or
if you're a developer,
2026.
hey, we're gonna play. Nah.
Game of the year.
I can't wait till they announce the date so we can watch people move because they've done this before with other games in the past.
Move games.
People just get away from them. Like,
oh yeah,
you're gonna have to have a month buffer between.
You can't
and
release
that.
a game in the same month.
You cannot do it. Call of Duty got away from Red Dead. And another game when GTA 5 came out, like a Halo, or like they were like, get the fuck out of that month. Yeah.
You know when you're a big name franchise and you got to get the way out of another game.
There was another game that got delayed. I remember because then it was a huge game coming, and it was around another game being released. And then they said, we're not going to come out that month. We actually delayed it. And the developers of the other game put tweets out, and they were like, whew.
Yeah. Here's another prediction of mine. Horizon is going to come out with another game, and they're going to put it out in the same month as Grand Theft Auto. Because they did that twice before. Zelda and Elden Ring.
Oh, they did do it with Elden Ring.
They did it with both games.
Zelda and
they
Elden
were both
Ring.
Overshadowed.
And then the studio just goes cancels. Like, we're done releasing fucking Aloy games.
Yeah. So based on their history, I'm going to guess they're going to do that too. They're like, fuck it. We're going to win this time.
Does nobody watch the fucking news and see when games are coming out? Somebody yelling in the fucking office.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Tim, pack your shit up and get the fuck out of here. This is the third time you burnt me.
Shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me.
They're fucking hanging the noose.
Third time, you're dead.
You're fucking done.
Get the fuck out of
They're
here.
gonna hang his body in the fucking office for no one will fucking. You have to pay attention.
Poor Tim.
Yep. I can't wait for that game, dude.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
So many people, like
Should
I
be a
said,
good
that
time.
are such casual gamers are like, when that game comes out, it's gonna consume.
This might be one of those games I take a week off for.
I might take a day or two.
Like,
not a whole
take
week.
The full week.
Not a whole week.
Wait, by then, you should have 3 weeks of it, or 4 weeks
I'll
of
have 4
vacation.
weeks of vacation, sure. But
Yeah, take a week.
No.
Come on.
I'll save it for going somewhere.
You'll be like,
2 weeks.
I
I'll
just wanna
stack it
play.
with my off days.
You are going somewhere. You're going into the world of Grand Theft Auto.
I'm going to the
Get
Leonidas.
the fuck out of here.
Leonidas, that's what it's called.
Where are you going to go?
Travel, motherfucker. Don't worry about that. I will have stack my days off with my.
Too old for that
fine.
shit.
Be fine.
Having a midlife crisis. You'll be over that next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm taking a day off, but it piggybacks on my weekend for Elden Ring. Yep.
I haven't decided if I'm going to get that. Or
I have 4 days off, and then I take a day off. I'll get 5.
I want to know more about it. So let's we can get into this. Like, what's the hype? Like, what's your hype this year? Besides, I know it's that, but like anything else? I don't think I could. I was trying to rack my brain the other day, and I'm like, okay, there's nothing on the horizon that shows like I need to play
Elden Ring. Everybody's getting out of the way for Elden Ring DLC. Like, we're not releasing this year.
It's in June.
Yeah, June 21st, something like that.
I'm interested in that Stalker game, but I'm not hyped for that game. I'm interested to see when it comes out, and that motherfucker got delayed for a long time.
I was kind of hyped for Rise of the Ronin, but you said it's not.
They said it's mediocre, right? Like you have to make your own, and then I read another article that said you have to get past like the first 3 hours, and then it really comes together. I'm so sick of hearing that with games, but it's not always
like
untrue.
Starfield, the game gets really good
after
fucking 35 hours. Yeah,
but even Dragon's Dogma, they're like the first Dragon's Dogma. People said after 15 hours, it really clicks. But that's not that it gets good. I think your brain,
Yeah,
the curve
you
that you're
understand.
learning,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, the systems make it.
But I think killing shit in that game right away is fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially the thief animations are great. You fucking
Yeah.
take them to the ground, fucking slit their throat. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Goblin. I think the enemies are repetitive right now, and I think that was one of the criticisms from some outlet that they said. But I still have fun.
Yeah.
I can kill 1,000 goblins and be good. And then Cyclops comes out of nowhere, and I beat his ass.
I got to get into that game a little bit more.
So they said
do.
so you got to a rift stone. Did you get to a rift stone?
Yeah.
And you open up the rift, and you can hire pawns.
Yeah.
They said 90% of the fucking pawns are female.
Really? See, they know what their audience wants.
Those are audience created. The audience knows what that. So when you go into a rift crystal, those pawns are.
Oh yeah, you can hire someone else's pawn.
The large percentage of the rift is user created. So your pawn that you create goes automatically into the rift.
Yeah.
So they said 90% of the created pawns are female.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Right away, I mean, I played into it. I opened up the
that.
rift. I needed an archer. There was an archer standing there. She was tall. Her ass was out.
Yeah. Like,
Hired.
fuck it. Yeah. Well, the one of the first pawn I created in there was one of those cat dudes, and he was real big because the bigger character you create, you can carry more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And your stamina comes back slower.
Yeah. But he's a pawn.
I like that your pawn doesn't. The pawns don't level. Your pawn does, right?
Yeah.
But the pawns that you hire don't.
Yeah.
So you have to keep hiring new ones.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that idea. And I love the idea that if I hire your pawn and it does a quest that you've done, like you do a quest with that pawn, and then I hire them and they've done it, they'll either tell me where to go.
Really, that's cool.
And they'll point out treasure chests that you may have gotten. They'll be like, oh, right here, boom, and they pop it on your map. But if you have to act it, so like whatever quest it is, you have to make it your active quest. Then when you do that, it'll be like, oh, I know this. I know exactly where to go. Follow me. And it'll start
running off in that direction.
Yep.
I'm
That's
gonna
just cool, man.
let's see, I got a couple days off right now. I'm gonna play.
I gotta
quite
get
a bit
deep
of that
into this.
game.
Yeah. I want to make some severe headway. I found the fucking dragon just sitting somewhere.
You gotta kill his ass.
Dude, he wrecked me.
How many stars did he have?
What do you mean stars?
They have
They
their
have
health
dots of
bar.
health.
Right.
Dude, like 9?
Yeah.
8?
Yeah, stars.
Dude, I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, I think they're diamonds
sure.
under there.
But
That's their health bar. Like the first time I watched the video where a guy killed them, and then the fucking health bar goes all the way back. I'm like, oh my god, some of these fights are gonna be insane long.
I love it.
That is cool.
Yeah, and it's basic. It's basic.
It's the Monster Hunter type thing.
Yeah, it's the
Monster Hunter
thing.
Those fights are insane long.
Some of them can be. Monster Hunter was always a game that, like, I think if we had more sync time, I thought we would have really got into that because of the whole loot system. Like, it's what we like.
Well, I moved on from the department we were at, and you had to stay at that fucking dump.
What else we got? We're running long.
Well, yeah, we haven't done a podcast in 7
TV's
months.
The Acolyte. You watched it.
We didn't go over the PS5 Pro specs.
I hope nobody fucking. Dude, who cares? It's another bullshit money grab.
Yeah, cash
right?
grab.
It's a cash
grab. Are you going to buy one? Are you going to buy a PlayStation Pro?
I don't know. I can't say yes or no.
Yeah.
Right?
So they're going to grab your cash.
No, if it's good enough and like the leap comes, but they've also had developers saying like, it's not going to run GTA any better.
They got Sweet Baby in on this one too.
Yeah, you turn it on.
Yeah.
Some rainbow
comes
over your screen or
rainbow
some shit.
pops out.
Love everybody. It's just more shit. Better specs. What I don't know, man. 10.2 teraflops. Look, if it's not going to run certain games better, there's no point in getting it.
Yeah.
The end. Kind of old news. Again, I'll wait for
the
the
official.
official.
My God. Here you go. So you're saying that you're excited about the Acolyte, but the news article you pulled up is Kotaku, which is going to fluff Acolyte.
Oh, no.
Because it's woman power shit.
I didn't even realize it was Kotaku. Did I copy the wrong one?
Oh, no.
I just like this pic. That's
a cool picture.
That's a cool poster. It came out of nowhere.
So tired of Star Wars.
They are fucking
They've ruined Star Wars.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy has ruined it. Disney
X-Men 97
has ruined it.
Yeah, I watched original X-Men 97.
Yeah,
I haven't watched the new one. New one's getting good reviews.
It is getting good reviews. I thought about watching it, except for they ruined Rogue.
Yeah, I know.
They ruined her.
It's the damn sweet baby.
I wanted that caked up Rogue. Yeah.
I watched the original. I was like Cake and Storm and Rogue, and they're all caked up.
That was one of my first cartoon crushes.
All thick X-Men is like when you're a mutant, do you automatically just get thick?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jean Grey walking around all
super
modeled up,
dude.
Yeah.
Rogue was great. She had that accent.
It's like we're like one of those memes. Like, of course, this is the kind of woman I'm into. Look at the cartoons I used to watch.
Yeah, but they knew that would sell, right?
Yeah.
They knew it was good.
We meet it. You come across a chick that looks like Rogue, sounds like Rogue. You're gonna be like,
oh my god,
I gotta leave you.
Yeah, that's like.
She's calling me sugar.
I used to have a thing for Rogue based on that cartoon.
100%.
She's my favorite X-Men.
Rogue. So the big ones are Rogue, Storm, and Psylocke.
Yeah.
If you go back and look at the X-Men fucking comics, those three.
Yeah, Psylocke was great.
Oh man,
Domino. Oh man,
Domino.
Oh my god. Yeah, and the thing about Rogue is, you're one and done with her.
You're dead.
Yeah, you were like you had to put all your
dead.
fucking eggs in one basket to get with her.
Yeah, you would die.
You would die.
So the new thing is Magneto had a kid with her and figured out how to.
Did he?
Yeah, have sex with her. Yeah. He puts like an electromagnetic field, a thin magnetic field.
That cheeky bastard.
That motherfucker figured it out. He spent years trying to figure it out, I guess.
I would too.
He went to space and his fucking, I got to figure this one out, man. This girl too thick.
Good for him. Good for Magneto.
She had the white hair like me too.
Yeah. Dude, that white hair is great too. She had that one streak of white hair.
Yep.
And she had that green uniform on.
Yeah.
Oh,
tight.
my God.
Painted on.
Oh, with that fucking leather jacket on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so
man.
I remember one of the X-Men
Just
comics
amazing.
came with a poster. It was a pull-out poster, and it unfolded. It was a pool scene at the X Mansion.
Uh-huh.
So very, very cool stuff going on. Like, if you know the characters, you can see the stuff going on. You got, like, Wolverine standing there in his fucking cut jean shorts.
Yeah.
No, all hairy.
Was he all cheeked up too?
No, he wasn't. He was
on?
but he was watching Jean Grey and Cyclops, right?
Just seething.
In jealousy. Yeah. And then you had like Iceman was fucking freezing the pool while fucking Beast was jumping in, right? You had Rogue sitting by herself, all thicked up, and so the difference is like the background stuff. The Rogue and Psylocke and Storm specifically. Very forefront. One of them is almost half the fucking poster, all front.
Who was it?
Tits out. I think it was Psylocke.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Had a thing for Storm too.
So you had somebody was shocking Gambit because he was trying to put lotion on him.
Really?
He's a creep.
That
right?
must have been Storm. Must have been shocking him.
It was so good. That poster was it screamed 1990s X-Men. I'm gonna look it up. Boom, instantaneous. There it is.
Okay.
Psylocke, dead front.
Yeah.
So he's looking. I don't know who that is. Is that Domino? I don't know. There's just Jean Grey. He's trying to fucking put lotion. Gambit. There's Jubilee, Cyclops. This guy freezing. Up front. But look at Rogue.
Yeah.
Look at Rogue.
Looking good.
That's
Looking
influenced
good.
my whole taste.
Yeah. They got the nipples drawn in there too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can't beat it.
Well, hopefully they don't ruin the show.
Oh, there's another one they did. That's cool.
I heard they were making Wolverine gay in the show or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, they had Morph. They brought Morph back, and Morph is a non-binary character
Well,
with
he morphs. Kind of makes sense.
But he was a he in the original show.
He was.
Right. So they made him non-binary, and he's got a strange buddy relationship with Wolverine. Was his description. So we'll see how that turns out. Yeah. We were talking about the Acolyte and then went on to that. So you're excited about the Acolyte show?
Yes, I am.
It's going to be terrible.
I mean, I don't.
It's going to be terrible.
I'm going to lean that way, right? I have hope.
Yeah,
I have hope that it's going to be good.
I'll wait.
but typically it goes bad,
It's gonna
right?
be
Like that's
just
how
trash.
going with an expectation that it's good, but I'm probably going to be let down.
You're gonna be like, oh, this is miserable.
But I'm not going to give up.
Yeah, when you could just go, you're not gonna give up.
Because what Star Wars has can be great.
Yeah, as long as they get rid of the people that are fucking making it.
Yeah. Yes.
They need
Or they hire, not one person keeps making these shows. They hire people to come in and make these shows.
Yeah.
They need to go ahead and give them carte blanche into like, all right, just do what you're going to do. We'll run. We shouldn't have too much to say in it. Like somebody needs to stop the top from going in and sweet babying this motherfucker, right? Like,
right.
I get it.
You just coined a new adverb.
You heard it here.
You got sweet baby.
Don't get sweet
You got sweet baby, which is what happened at like Madam Web too.
Oh, Madam Web.
Madam Web
what
got
the fuck?
that movie just got shitted on.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that was good about that movie was Sydney Sweeney was in it.
Oh yeah,
she was in it. Yeah,
yeah. She's a sweet baby.
Yeah, she looks good.
Oh yeah, she has rose to prominence very quickly.
Yeah, it was because of Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. No, she was already gaining traction because
she was.
That show Euphoria she was in.
Yeah,
she's amazing in that show. I
have not watched Euphoria.
A fucking amazing. Watch it. It's disturbing and really great. It's done. I think it's over with now because my favorite character in that show is dead.
The transgender one?
No. We're on the other end now. Like, no, that was what I didn't like. That's the motherfucker that's trying to be like, I want to be Link. Sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Sit the fuck down.
What was it? We were watching Inception. Inception has that Elliot Page in it that used to be a chick.
Yeah, I know.
So we were watching it, and
my God.
We're making the jokes the whole time. Like they're in the part of the dream where they walk into a hotel room.
Yeah.
And somebody goes, just 2 dudes hanging out in a hotel room.
Yeah. Euphoria is disturbing, but really good. Like it's an extreme take on like teenage life. Maybe not around here. Maybe it's in California. Like it's a problem because that's where the show takes place. And like
it's pretty benign around here.
The drug use and the over acceptance of certain things, the transgender thing. Really good. But there's a drug dealer character.
Yeah, you told me. He just died recently. The character
dude
who played him
was fan-fucking-tastic. Like, I loved that dude. He was very interesting as a character, and he had a brother.
Yeah.
And them as a character could have been spun. Them two could have been spun into a whole thing itself.
Yeah.
But
the guy's dead now.
Yeah. It's a tough watch in certain parts.
Yeah.
Especially for the sweet babyish type shit, because there's a lot of stuff that with the transgender thing and weird teenage relationships that you're like, ugh. But some of it, you're like, dude,
I'm supposed to be watching teenagers.
Some of it, you're like, I'm gonna homeschool my kid, dude. If this is going, you know what I mean? Like, damn, this is fucked up. Like, but there's really good parts when it comes to Angus Cloud. That dude, every scene with him is off the charts good.
So, who was the main character in Madam Web? Who played that person?
That's that chick from God, I know her name.
What is
she's from 50 Shades? Dakota Johnson. No, that's not Dakota Johnson, is it?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if it was her. You had her, Sydney Sweeney, and then another chick in there. One of them didn't even know that that it was a Sony production. They thought that it was a.
I think it was Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, they thought it was a Marvel production. They fired their agent right afterwards.
Yeah, one of them. It was one of them.
Yeah.
But did you see Alana Pierce's? Oh, Adam Scott's in it.
Alana Pierce's take on it? Yeah. I did not see it, no.
Great. It's great. She thinks it's hilarious. She's like, this is, because again,
it's a wonderful piece of trash.
She's a writer.
Yeah.
So she's like, wow, this is bad.
Yeah.
Like, hilariously bad. Keep doing this because I'm entertained by this.
Oh, yeah. She actually responded to one of my comments I made on her, on that same post.
You got a parasocial relationship now.
I do.
Oh, so shit. I'm jealous.
I commented on her. I'm not sure if she understood what I was getting at, but
she almost never comments too. So
no, she replied to my post because I said it. It was on that video, and I said I asked her if you think this is the same kind of thing that, because she came out with a video saying that video game companies are intentionally making trash because they'll get engagement and that'll sell their game.
Right.
I said, do you think that maybe this is kind of in the same thing? That movie companies don't care if they put out trash just because they get the engagement views and things like that, the engagement revenue from it. Yeah.
Yeah, but her take on it's so funny to watch. But she does it in such a way where you're entertained by it. But she's actually telling you what's wrong with it. She's like, she's like, I'm not exaggerating. Here's the plot. Here are these weird things that happen.
Oh, yeah. She's like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
It makes no sense. She goes, but I can't take it. It's like if she's in a room of people that aren't really good writers and they're just like a bunch of like people we know that like really bad movies. And they're all like, I'm so entertained. And she's just looking around like, what are you talking about? This is terrible.
So yeah, I put
so good.
I put a few weeks ago. You made a video about the meta of bad gaming. Is this not the same thing? They're like this, and she said, I never said not to talk about bad things at all. In fact, the video I said,
she took it wrong.
Yeah, I'll do it again, and it's a criticism, and it's a criticism of shitty YouTubers who only focus on the negative.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know her opinion if. Like, maybe I should have put more context in it, but I want to know her opinion if maybe she thinks that movie studios
are doing the same thing.
Might put out a piece of shit just because maybe they've sunk enough money into it.
Sometimes it's they have to put a movie out because if they don't, they lose the license.
Right.
So then they hurry up, they grab whatever they can, and they're also under the constraint of they can't say certain things because it wasn't a Spider-Man adjacent, but they can't say that Spider-Man. They can't say these words in those movies, so it makes it kind of handicapped in that regard. But Sydney Sweeney sucks for her because she's on the rise right now.
Yeah, but I don't think this is gonna hurt her.
Her performance in Euphoria again. The dude wasn't my favorite, and then her character, fucking hands down, so good.
But you know how many people I've talked to over the last couple of weeks who didn't even know she existed until the Saturday Night Live thing.
Oh no, a
lot of people.
Yeah, right.
A lot of people.
I think that skyrocketed. But she's been leading up to that, right?
Yeah.
You don't just pick a nobody; you pick somebody who's on the
No. I get that, but that's all I'm saying is that I don't think Madam Web is going to hurt her career.
No, I don't think it is either. It's
No.
No, she's too early for that to happen.
Yeah, she's still very young, too.
She's
So I saw somebody put out an article that
all the internet talks about is her boobs.
There's an article is like they were trying to figure out what the obsession men have with Sydney Sweeney is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, boy, what an enigma we have here.
So after watching again, I watched Euphoria and I'm like, this chick's got some talent. And
that's what you said.
And
she's got talent.
Oh no, I was like, what? First
she's
you
got
see
a
her.
Nice set
when
of
you
talent.
first see her, you're like, her chest is huge.
Yeah, she almost got a breast reduction too.
I know. Her mom wanted her to get one.
Yeah,
according to that article.
Yeah, it's a good thing that never happened.
And but then there's this arc in her character that comes, and you're like, holy shit, this chick can act. Right?
Yeah,
she's on top of it. Like she goes insane in that show.
See, and I'll tell you this: I have never seen anything with her in it.
Yeah,
I only know her because of the Saturday Night Live thing.
Euphoria, I got Ariana to watch it, and she was like blown away. Like she was like, we got to keep watching this. It's so fucked up, right?
Yeah.
And her character is, oh man, she goes nuts.
Really?
So funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again. What's this? Oh, fuckery. Fuck, we haven't even got to the fuckery.
Yeah, you're already like trying to pack up,
dude. No, I'm at 100%. I don't need it. But yes. There you go, man. I got to work today. What do you have to do before?
You gotta work afternoons, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Taylor Swift.
Yeah, appreciation course. And
wait, it's a real class I can get credit for.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
What do you mean?
I'm failing it.
I'd take it.
Oh man.
What are you talking about? This chick's
She's
everywhere.
Saturated everywhere, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's very talented.
Well.
Not in the
Travis
same.
Kelce knows that.
Yeah. I think they think that Travis Kelce, that whole thing's a psyop, because if you look at his past girlfriends, they're all caked up black chicks.
Oh.
And then
interesting.
She's like completely the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she got no ass.
No.
At all.
No.
Yeah, she's got a long back.
It's like a pack of chicken breasts back there.
Nah. Maybe not even that much.
Man.
But anyway, yeah, there's a course at NYU that you can take.
Wow.
Students will develop an understanding and appreciation for Taylor Swift as a creative music entrepreneur. How many
These
dudes?
are the course objectives.
How many dudes that are going to pretend to be gay are going to take that class just so they can get with all the fucking blonde chicks?
Yeah, the Swifties.
Blonde chicks that are wearing Uggs and yoga pants. Yeah.
Fucking fish in a barrel.
But like, I love Taylor. She's
I'm
amazing.
so gay, but I identify as a straight dude.
Yeah. For right now, yeah. Wait, what did you say? The syllabus? Yeah, students.
It's course objectives. The students will learn about the legacy of pop country songwriters that have influenced Swift, as well as this course is around the prodigies in pop music history.
Yeah. Students will gain an understanding on how to discover youth and girlhood and are often exploited in the media and music industry. What a terrible
Politics of race and contemporary popular music, and to interrogate whiteness as it relates to Swift's politics, songwriting, worldview, and interactions with the wider culture of a race. This sounds like some sweet baby shit.
It is.
Students will sweet baby shit. Students will develop greater sophistication in their artistic appreciation, critical thinking, research, and writing skills.
Yep. So if you're inclined, you can transfer to NYU now and get some credits in Taylor Swift appreciation. What a fantastic class you can take.
That's stupid.
I think I should take that.
Go ahead.
All right. I think this next story is, I'm not sure. I don't know if this is
Chinese
for real.
dildo.
I've seen, yeah. New controversial law makes sex toys of non-Chinese size illegal.
Non-Chinese size.
Yeah. Yeah.
Illegal stop exodus of young women.
Yeah. So no big dongers over there and there. They got to have their...
Okay. The Chinese government announced this morning its intent to regulate the size of sex toys in the country as part of a large program to rectify the country's demographic gender imbalance.
Look at this. All models longer than 6 centimeters or 2.5 inches.
Or with a diameter more than 1.5 inches is strictly prohibited.
Like 2.5 inches is not very long.
And that, dude, what the fuck?
That's like nothing. That's like the
That's
size
like
of my
pinky.
thumb.
That's my pinky. Get the fuck out of here. Oh. So there's a scene in Euphoria where a dude has a micro penis.
Really?
And it has to do with some like sex trafficking, like sex worker stuff. Like she
does
starts
he do?
realizing money can come from a dude that is
With a
just
micro
into
penis?
into you. No, he's just
Yeah.
into you. It's some fucking slob fuck that's on.
She just now figured that
She's
out?
a teen too, so she's trying to. She's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, like.
This is
dude's
before
like,
OnlyFans, I guess.
He starts jerking his little dick. It's so good. She's like, oh my god, it's so small. He's like, yeah, tell me it's small. Like, it's fucked up.
Really?
The scene is so hilarious. Like, I was in tears. But yeah, 2.5.
Yeah, so I've seen...
You poor bastard.
I've seen... maybe that's the average in China. But anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have to protect China from the perverted sex industry, which spreads unrealistic expectations among Chinese women and encourages them to leave the country. So they're leaving the country to go get some bigger wieners.
Yeah. Yeah.
How far they got to go? I wonder.
I don't know.
Where are they going?
I want
to know where they're
I don't want
going.
to get too racist about this, but you probably have to go out of the East.
Yeah, right.
Probably have to go to
That's not
Russia or
racist,
something
it's
like that.
stereotypical. You don't have to be, it's not to be
You have to
stereotypical.
go to Russia.
I don't know.
Well, I think once you
Better
start
go to
getting,
Africa?
yeah. Well, Africa. I mean, if
a
you're
farther
used
trek.
to, if you're used to 2.5 inches, I think Africa might be.
That's hard mode.
Yeah, yeah. You're going all the way to the top. Yeah,
Yeah, let me
yeah.
go.
You gotta start out. You gotta start out
There's
medium.
a reason I got to go through these other countries to get there, right?
Yeah. So maybe after China, you go through the Latino.
After my
countries.
travels.
So you go Chinese, then Latino, or maybe Chinese, then Jewish, then Latino, then white,
Yeah.
then
The
black.
Jewish, that's a different challenge in itself.
Yeah. Why?
Aren't they uncircumcised or circumcised?
They are circumcised.
Okay.
They're the ones that started the trend
Okay. Oh, okay.
for
yeah.
cleanliness. Yeah.
I mean, I believe it.
Yeah.
It's true. But
You don't want that anteater, huh?
I don't want that turtleneck.
Yeah. So now I seen conflicting stories about this one, but I found the one that confirmed
That is good.
what I wanted
Chinese
what I
sex
wanted to
story.
see. So I don't know if that story's true or not.
It's funny, no, regardless.
It's funny.
Irregardless.
Yeah. Irregardless.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah. She's here. You got to
Back
do
it
the
up.
volume.
How do
We will be celebrating
reload.
It's this woman talking about fat appreciation.
Fat appreciation.
Yeah, we'll be celebrating. And this lady is massive.
It's Seattle, Washington, of course.
Fat
Con.
Fat liberation
Yeah.
celebration, y'all. We will be celebrating fat liberation, body acceptance, and the power of being in fat.
She's
With
massive.
over 60 hours of programming spanning from policy, legislation.
You think she's got a black...
Legislation?
Yeah, you think she's got a black boyfriend?
This is sure to be something
Speaking of
dynamic.
stereotypes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Behind every fat white woman, there's a black dude ready to pound that fucking ass.
I can't listen to this anymore. This is crazy. FatCon. Wow.
I don't know if FatCon's real. I just seen
I like this one. Guys, stop. She's a 10.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a 10.
If you ask her.
Yeah.
Tom's
There's a
ain't
lot of
holding
good fuckery news. I mean, I got months of this shit backed
back.
up.
Said liberation. What? From lettuce? Anyone want to go in on a good food truck?
Yeah.
Park it at FatCon.
Yeah. You know how much money you'd make? Yeah. You be having to...
It's so fucked up. Lardy B. God damn the comments.
Yeah. Comments go hard on this shit, dude.
Oh my God. I heard it's going to be huge.
Like I said, the internet got how chill with that shit.
Oh, man. Plus a ton more. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sure it smells great in there. I'm pulling up next year and tossing donuts. Wow.
Yeah.
Plot twist. It's on the second floor. Nobody's going to defeat the stairs.
Yeah, that would have to be a ground floor convention, wouldn't it? You remember the Family Guy where they had like the fat meeting or whatever, and they had all those fat guys in there and all the heavy breathing?
I'm sorry.
You remember that?
I can't take the fat stuff.
You don't remember? Do you remember that episode of Family?
No.
All these fat guys are sitting in the room and they can just hear their heavy breathing. Like,
I can't.
yeah.
I can't.
Funny, man.
People don't say, oh, man.
Hey, and I'm a little fat, so I can speak on this without
like that,
being considered biased.
I mean, her, come on.
She's
man.
huge.
I can hear
She's
the noises
every
of
bit-
electric scooters struggling around that place. That's what's it.
That woman's every bit of 600 pounds.
She's getting airlifted there. Damn.
They're going to have to put her in one of those whale things, you know, where they get the planes and pick the whale up out of the water, but the big fucking hammock.
Said, I thought I caught you in Pokemon. Damn.
Fucking Snorlax. Shit. That's fucked up.
I can't.
We're definitely going to hell for this episode.
I know. I can't.
If we didn't go to
I
hell
apologize.
before, making fun of Nazis in the last one, or, you know, joking
Oh, man.
around about that, we're going to hell for this one right here.
Yeah. Remember Dave Ziller used to love fat jokes.
Oh, yeah, fat fucks.
He loved fat jokes.
You know who used to say that a lot was Tony Soprano. He's like, you fat fuck. Yeah.
The Eric the Jerk used to hit him too, man.
The fat fucks.
Yeah, man. That's funny. I got to get out of there.
All right, go to the next one. This
Trans
one's even
Wars.
better. Trans Wars.
Tell me it's not a play on Star Wars.
No. Well, I mean,
Huge transsexual prostitute brawl sees 100-strong ladyboy mob fighting in Bangkok turf war with
Hell
escorts
yeah.
clambering over each other to tear off rivals' clothes and throw punches. Trans prostitutes from the Philippines.
I would love to be
Thai
a fly on the
ladyboys.
wall for this one.
Local cops were were caught in the massive brawl.
The astonishing moment police were caught in a massive brawl between Filipino transgender prostitutes and Thai ladyboys.
Turf war, man.
Yeah.
Stay off our fucking streets.
What's the difference between a transgender and a Thai and a
I don't know,
ladyboy?
man.
This is
I've
some
never
research
did some
that needs to be
research.
done. Leave it in the comments below.
I'll ask a guy at work.
Is it a guy?
Mike.
Who?
That's Mike.
Oh, he knows?
Yeah, he spent time over there.
With the ladyboys?
I don't know. He spent time over there. Yeah, I heard him talking about it once.
Officers were called on Monday night when more than 100 local sex workers converged on a hotel being used by sex workers from the Philippines on the city of, I can't read that, road, part of the sprawling area, the go-go bars. street workers, and massage parlors.
Wow, man.
Yeah. Would you let a ladyboy give you a happy ending?
No.
Really?
No.
You're a bigot. You're a right-wing bigot.
I'm a right-wing bigot.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
She's a woman.
I'll get a t-shirt that says I'm a right-wing bigot. Don't touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just
good.
can't believe this.
I'm good.
You're disgusting. Are you going to vote for Trump next time? Trump.
Here we go.
Footage shows the first sex workers were dragged from this guy. Yeah. He's not having a good time.
No.
He's having his mask ripped off by some ladyboys.
Wow, man.
And they have man strength, too.
I mean, yeah, they're
They're
lady
fighting
boys.
a horde of men.
Yeah, look at that. Her Adam's apple possesses all the power.
A lot of sausages in that area right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, my God.
See,
Just kick that chick in the dick.
the Thailand, the ladyboys and stuff over there, they do it right. They say they're, yeah. You seen the interviews where the guys walking around, they're like, hey, are you a chick? And she's like, no, I'm a lady boy.
Lady boy.
I'm a lady boy.
Got it tucked back.
Got it duct taped to the leg.
So, you know, like Ace Ventura, she's either hiding it or she's got the worst case of hemorrhoids I've ever
That
seen.
shit was fucking goofy, dude. And everybody's like spitting.
Your gun is digging into my hip.
Yeah.
God. Yep.
Classic.
It
What a
is
classic
classic.
movie that
It was
was.
ahead of its time, too.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
Love it.
Actually, Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Oh, he's chewing all that gum.
Whoa. I don't want that. I accidentally hit the button.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Lady boys everywhere.
Turf wars.
Lady boy. Man wielding raw steaks.
Slaps a diner in the face at a vegan restaurant.
Yelling, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. That's great. It's some fucking
Oh, yeah, the Pink Floyd
Pink
reference.
Floyd reference right there.
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Clinton Brewer, 73, of Ohio, California, has been arrested for assaulting close to 12 people at a vegan restaurant.
That guy was going crazy using them like nunchucks.
This is the worst fucking name for a fucking
What?
restaurant. Larry's Secret Garden. That is not.
Wow.
I'm not eating there.
There's probably some salad tossing
what
going on in
secret
there.
you keeping, Larry?
You know what salad tossing came from? I just learned this last week. You know where that term came from? Prisons. Because they used to use different salad dressings to cover up the taste.
Of asshole.
Yep.
Wow.
That's why they call it salad
I
tossing.
wonder what the most popular one was.
Probably ranch.
Italian?
Probably ranch.
Ranch?
Yeah. It's got to be ranch.
I hate ranch.
It's got to be ranch.
I'd go Italian.
Would you? If you're gonna toss a dude's salad in
I mean,
prison?
you can just go into a sex store and buy some flavored shit now. I mean, you need the fucking. I guess
yeah,
you're
but
in
that's
prison.
not that's not widely utilized in prison. But that's what. Yeah, that's
That's
where.
it.
Yeah, that's where the salad tossing term
Somebody
came
uses A1 and it stings a little bit. You're like, oh,
from. Yeah, you don't
Oh,
want to
God.
use A1 on the whole. You can fucking sriracha.
shit.
I like my butthole spicy.
Yeah, spicy salad
Yeah.
sauce. Salad toss. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it came from, though. I did
So-
not know that.
This Clinton was seen entering the restaurant in the Larry's Secret Garden during
Salad
a
tossing.
rush with raw steaks in each hand, and he walked from table to table, slapping people in the face, yelling at each one of them, "If you don't eat meat, you can't have any pudding."
That's so
And he
funny.
would repeat it over and over until he was stopped. It was around the 12th victim of his walk-by slapping. A good Samaritan intervened by tackling him and restraining him to the ground. That's great.
I'm surprised. Let's put it this way: the vegans that were in there were probably weak because from the lack of protein. So that's why he got away with slapping 12 things. Because
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if some vegan came in and hit me with a stalk of celery, it's on right there.
I love it. I love
He's
how
not making it to the next guy.
how cranky he is. It used to be a time. This is a quote. It used to be a time you could choose from several different places and enjoy a steak on Friday night. Now you're lucky if you can find one. All these meatless options are silly, overpriced, and un-American. What about the folks who want some beef and don't care for your unkept armpits and electric cars? Well, the town I love doesn't give a shit about us anymore. That's
This has
great.
got to be satire.
He told them that from his jail cell.
This has got to be, yeah, he's a Trump voter. Definitely. 100%.
I want my McDonald's. Wow.
This guy's a Trump guy. Bet you he owns a
Funny.
pair of cowboy boots.
Look at his face.
Yeah, that guy.
Wow.
Right there. He's got the Trump
I
starter
mean, look
kit.
at the subtitle for the Daily News Reported. It's not quite daily, not quite news.
This is probably.
Great.
I don't think this
I think
is.
it happened.
Yeah, this isn't a fake.
No, it's not fake. Not like
no,
The
this
Onion.
isn't. No.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Keep it up, guys.
I should do that.
What the fuck is this? It went nowhere.
Tuna hunt.
It went nowhere.
What?
It just gave me a bunch of shit.
Oh, it's in here somewhere. Where's it at? Speaking of tuna hunt, did you hear about the Kate Middleton thing?
No,
Speaking
she
of
got
that,
cancer.
yeah. Like she disappeared though out of the public eye for a while, and people were wondering where the fuck she went.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they went out there, like people were like talking about Photoshop pictures and all this shit. That was a big story there for a little while. I don't really get much into the Royals, but I paid slight attention to that one.
Yeah, it's definitely. I've been watching the Diddy.
Oh shit!
The Diddy memes.
We should have talked about that.
The Diddy memes are funny.
Yeah, because like he's supposedly the new Jeff Epstein.
Yeah.
Like supposedly he's on a plane to a non-extradition country.
They said they
overnight.
actually stopped the plane and he wasn't on it. So that's
really.
I don't know. You know.
He's thinking like 10 moves ahead.
They raided him yesterday.
This is one of those.
So there was some good memes that came out. Me and Roy were laughing about.
Like I said, this is one of those stories that I hope he's innocent, because for him to be guilty, there's a shit ton of underage victims.
Take that. Makes it all sound different, just like the R. Kelly songs.
Yeah.
You know.
I want to piss on you.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Wait, that was Dave Chappelle's R. Kelly.
Yeah, that was it.
I want to piss on you.
I sip Chris. You drink piss.
That's back in the days, man.
Oh, dude. That was the best.
Yeah, Dave
Chappelle.
Show. Great.
What a fucking lightning in a bottle that was.
Yep.
Like in a time where everybody just fucking laughed about it.
What do they say in the Night's Watch when the person dies? His like will never be seen again.
We'll never see that again.
Yep.
You've got people
Never.
trying to get close and try and
Key
skirt
and
the
Peele.
line. Not even just the sketch comedy, just in their comedy in general, even their stand-up. They try and skirt the line of trying to be like, you know, anti-woke and share their opinions. And it's funny, right? The big thing right now, everybody goes in on transgender almost immediately because it gets the laughs, right?
I think it gets the clicks too for your internet.
Like they just give their opinion on it. They don't really take a stance on whether they want. They just start.
That's what I think most people, for the most part, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit.
It's your attitude that makes us laugh at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's how you come across.
Yep.
That makes it stupid.
Because they've had like the transgender, they've had been around for years.
Ladyboys.
Yeah. But now it's the you will accept me. You will call me by my pronouns.
You will make zero mistakes.
Yeah, and now we have like these fucking people. Did you see the fucking was it Anytime Fitness or Planet Fitness?
Planet.
We had this dude in the bathroom in Alaska that was like shaving his balls and shit like that in the woman's locker room. So somebody brought it up to the management, snapped a picture of this dude. It wasn't when he was shaving his balls. It was when he was standing at the sink. This guy made no effort to look like a woman at all. None. There was no makeup on it. This is a full dude.
Fucking
full dude.
Substitute teacher from the local high school.
Yeah, that's a good fucking description.
There he
is.
is.
Yeah.
There
and
she is.
He was sitting in. Yeah, that's a woman.
Oh.
Fucking 5 o'clock shadow and shit like that.
Yeah,
clean shaven balls though.
Chest hair out.
She goes and complains to the fucking front, and they revoke her membership.
It's crazy.
Then they had people calling Planet Fitnesses in their area, like undercover YouTubers and shit like that, were calling Planet Fitness and asking about this controversy. And the people at Planet Fitness, employees, were instructed to lie about the incident and say it never happened.
Wow.
Huge.
Yeah, I did see that. That was funny.
Yeah.
Not even effort.
No, that guy made none. It'd be like if I walked in there and was like, "Yep, this is where I'm at, ladies."
Fucking, the guy,
bras off right now. Let's get in the shower.
From Silence of the Lambs made a better effort.
Yeah,
tucking it back, putting the wig in, and would you fuck?
I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me hard.
Yeah.
Precious.
Where my dog go?
Yeah.
Dude, that guy did a good job in that movie.
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio was awesome. He's
yeah,
fucking Kingpin
great
now.
actor. Yeah.
He was fucking Sergeant Pyle and fucking every role he does is almost unforgettable.
Yeah. Great actor.
Yeah. He's the bug in fucking Men in Black.
Which bug?
The bug that he was like the dead body.
The Edgar suit
Edgar.
guy?
He's Edgar.
No, that's a different actor.
The fuck he is.
That's a different actor.
50
Look it up.
bucks.
Look it up.
50 bucks on the table
I'm
right
not gonna
now.
bet you because I'm not 100% sure.
I am.
I only bet on sure things. Yeah. I'm not
Look
a
it up.
gambler.
I'll put it on the big,
Yeah, put it on the big screen.
IMDb.
Men in Black.
There he is. Look at who's this? Who's that right there?
No, that's he didn't play Buffalo Bill.
No. Huh?
He didn't play Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, he didn't play Buffalo Bill.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking. Okay.
50 bucks
Both
right on the
wrong.
fucking table.
Both wrong.
No,
I had him
no,
mixed
no,
up
no.
for that dude, and I was thinking of Vincent D'Onofrio's in The Cell.
Yeah.
He was in The Cell.
No,
which
we
was
are not
different.
both wrong.
Yeah.
You are wrong
No,
on this one.
no.
You had the
I had
wrong
that wrong
name,
guy.
wrong actor. Yeah.
For that movie. But I was saying he's Kingpin, and you're like, yeah. You agreed to that too.
Well, I didn't know that.
Vincent
I
D'Onofrio.
was just saying, yeah,
Sergeant
to keep the
Pyle.
conversation
I said
moving.
many parts that Vincent D'Onofrio played. You agreed.
Yeah, Sergeant Pyle.
Yeah.
I stole
But no,
the pie.
he's the one. I know the guy though. That guy's like he did that role, and like he's in like NYPD Blue or some bullshit show.
Is she one of those great big fat girls?
My favorite
Yeah,
fucking. I said,
Wait a minute.
is she one of them great
She one of them great big fat girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking knocks her out and
I've
fucking
been-
throws her in the back of the
I've
fucking
been,
van.
I gotta have the chick watch that. Like she hasn't seen that.
What, Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
What?
She hasn't seen most movies.
What about Star Wars? You seen those?
Oh, she hates science fiction, and fantasy, which blows my mind.
You're
I
in
know.
a...
She's like Clinton. Clinton's the same way. The guy that did our intro does not like sci-fi fantasy.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Unbelievable.
He watched The Boys.
I watched the Dune movie.
What'd you think? First one?
No, the second one. We
I
went
haven't
and
watched
saw
the second one yet.
I watched the first week it came out. I was so excited for the movie.
I haven't watched the second
That's
one.
the first time I've been actually excited to go see a fucking
Did you
movie.
get the fucking popcorn bucket?
The fucking Fleshlight popcorn bucket? No, I
Did you
did
see the
not.
Saturday Night Live skit?
No.
What?
No, I didn't see it. I don't watch Saturday Night Live.
Dude, you watch so much shit. How did you miss that fucking thing? You're fucking trying to be in the zeitgeist for everything.
I don't watch Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live's not my zeitgeist. The only reason why I know that Sydney Sweeney was on there is because her fat cans were all over the fucking Instagram.
We got to do this and then we got to go.
You couldn't get away from her fat cans on Instagram.
I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit. It's a video.
Yeah.
This intro sucks.
Does he put his dick in
he
there or
says,
something?
I'm gonna have the house to myself. What does that mean? And he looks at the girl, but no, that's not it. It's gonna happen for real tonight. Oh, it's so good.
So he's looking out the window waiting for her to come in. He's going to spray on some cologne.
Yeah.
Ooh. He's getting the mist going. All right.
I've been ready for this moment for a long, long
You know where it's going.
Yeah, he's going to put his dick in the bucket, right?
I love the lights in this scene and where he's singing on the ceiling.
It finally feels so right. 'Cause I'm a gentle, but you
All right, get to the punchline of this
It is.
fucking shit.
It is.
And now that my parents are gone, I'm gonna lose my virginity to the Dune popcorn
Oh,
bucket.
my.
It was fucking.
Do you think...
Dang, the hook is so good. Look at the lights.
Strings just like a fiddle.
So then they have a girl say, I don't like guys. I like the Dune popcorn bucket. So they go to prom with it and shit.
All right, let me ask you a question. While they're pouring the butter in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna go watch it.
He's going to the...
We'll get to the very last part. To the Shah Halud.
Eating popcorn out of my bucket. Then I take it home and
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Do you think the
So
people
good.
that like came up with that Dune popcorn bucket,
Yes.
do you think they knew what they were doing?
Oh, yeah.
They had to have,
We'll
right?
hide it subtly.
Yeah. They had
Ish.
to have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
There's no way that they did
Saturday Night
this.
Live ran with it.
And they're like, hey, we're going to make a fleshlight as a popcorn bucket.
Some chick saw this and then did it. She made a Shah-Hulud
Look this
sex
up.
toy.
Look this up just to see if it's true about the Ghostbusters one about eating popcorn out of Slimer's fat, juicy ass.
Oh, that's one of them. Yeah,
is that real?
you can get it at ours.
The Ghostbusters one where you're eating
Slimer,
fucking popcorn out of his
You're not
ass?
eating out of his ass. That's what it looks like.
So that was fake that I
You can
saw.
get that at Portage. You can get that at us.
Really? I love
Yeah,
that
excuse me.
theater.
And then the other ones had the ghost trap.
That's a great theater.
Yeah, it is unbeatable.
Yeah, when I went there,
Unbeatable.
we went there and saw Dune on a weeknight. I think it was like a Thursday or something like that. Packed for Dune.
The food's decent too.
Yeah. Oh, and they brought me a beer midway through the show.
I had their pizza. I had their chicken tenders. It's all good. It's expensive.
This was a movie, Dune 2. I got a beer brought to me halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
And the movie was so good that it flew by. I wasn't ready for that second beer. Transformers, on the other hand, when I saw that one, the Rise of the Beast or whatever that fucking movie was, I was done with that beer. And I was like, when he brought it to me, it was bittersweet because I got another beer, but I knew the movie was only halfway over. I was like, God, this movie's terrible. Anyway, do you have anything more to add for this episode of Gamer Athletes?
Dude, I'm glad we got the Doom popcorn bucket in there.
Hell yeah. We got to fit everything in there. We went 2.5 hours on this.
The girl was making fun of me.
The
The girl was making fun of me because I was like, I want that thing. Because it's now at the point, it's not even, she's, why, you want to fuck the bucket? No. Now it's a cultural zeitgeist moment. Like, I have to have it now.
These fucking Gen Z kids don't understand what's
honest,
up.
It's a talking point now. You put that somewhere, you'd be like, oh, there's a story behind that. You never seen the video? Oh, here
and
it
I'd
is.
be like, hey, did you fuck that fucking centerpiece on your coffee table?
I want my fucking ringtone to be like, oh.
But the movie was good.
Yes. Bottom
watch
line, I want to see it.
Go watch it.
Next time I have time,
fantastic.
I might just go by myself and fucking see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Yeah. Fantastically done. Plenty of diversity in the movie.
I was trying to go see it with Alex.
Doesn't matter though.
Just we haven't got fucking time.
Great.
I got kids. Yeah, I got to think about that.
Yeah. This is like one of the
I watched Dune for
first
one
movies
recently.
I wanted to see.
Again.
Oh yeah.
The Shah-Hulud.
Great movie. Well done. The first Dune, the original one that came out, was not that good.
Oh no, it's trash.
The remakes were fantastic.
I've read the book.
Oh, you're one of them.
I am. I read things.
Remember to follow us on
read the internet.
Instagram, gamer.athletes. No, I watch videos on the internet.
And whatever.
Twitter, X, Gamer Athletes PC, YouTube, Gamer Athletes Podcast, and let's see, Discord server at Gamer Athletes. Go over there. We have a vibrant live community. We play video games together. Thanks everyone for listening and for your support. This has been another banger episode of Gamer Athletes. See you on the next show.
Out.